Hi, welcome. It me. Hope everybody's doing well today. We're just gonna do a little warm up with a game called White Knuckle before we begin the permadeath runs for today. I expect this to take about 20 minutes, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. If I get beyond that point, my intent is to just switch over. I can abandon a run. No biggie. So yeah. If you are not familiar with White Knuckle, well, enjoy and be enlightened. I do think it's fun, yes. Oh, I can move the chat now. There we go. Okay. So, let's just begin. I played it a little bit last night. I am not by any means what one would consider well practiced at this game. I am completely new to it, but I do find myself compelled yeah, so White Knuckle is a game about climbing. It's a game about climbing carefully. I wouldn't say it's a game idea I've seen before. I mean, I've seen climbing games. However, this one has a lot of novel concepts. And I thought it was definitely worth at least taking a quick look before we get into Stalker. I enjoy Stalker, but I think warming myself up and not just jumping immediately into the agonies is a good idea. It could you know, get me on my pace. I forgot to take my Adderall. I'm gonna take my Adderall. So while my Adderall kicks in, we play White Knuckle. Anyway. Grab a pill here. Anyway, let's continue. Almost missed that. By the way, on this stream, just now, I just figured out this entire thing is an inventory. I thought it was just your hands. Nope, it's the entire circle. I misinterpreted that. So this is a horror game. It is a horror game with some meta progress, but notably...
Notice. Please handle all sealed crates in long-term storage with care. Contents may be fragile or pressurized.
It is a horror game with randomly generated routes, procedurally generated routes, and apparently an underlying hidden story. Oh, well, thank you. Tell her I said hello in spirit. Oh. You may notice a couple different things. Number one, all I appear to have is hands. Number two, I am moving upward. Number three, my hands have little silhouettes next to my crosshair that start turning red the longer I climb, and they start shaking. As one might imagine, the more red, the more tired. The more shaky, the more tired. If you reach your limit, you lose grip.
Number 6, I am in your pocket.
That's true. Right here.
Notice. Decommissioned training modules in Chamber 12 remain offline. Unauthorized reactivation is prevented.
Oh! Oops. Well. Yay! That was one rundown. I did not know you could get achievements that unlocked levels, but apparently you can. We're gonna do 1 or 2 more runs depending on how long they take. And we will see. So, this game has been out for like a year now, and it's been getting steady updates. And from what I know, this is a speedrunner's delight. Speedrunners absolutely love this game. Like, it's like, very favorite. People are doing some wild shit.
You want to know about the time I ever felt the most rage in all my life?
Yes, I would. That would be interesting. Please tell me. Please tell me. Hop. Okay. Good. No, this is good. This is fine. Ooh. Oh! I'm bad at that mantling. I'm bad at that mantling. That particular situation, bad at it. Okay, there we go. Take a minute to rest. There's a fluid below me. It is a mysterious goop. And if it catches up with me, I die. That's game over. As you've probably been able to tell. Uh-oh. Okay. If I catch and collect golden insects and turn them into a vending machine, I have a run persistent currency that can... Oh, no, not you. Not you! The fuck out of here. I can buy things from vending machines. And also there's enemies. Ugh. Alright, okay. That should have been my first clue. I've never done this one successfully. Let's try it. Hey, I did it. Where can I rest? Where am I resting? Oh god.
Memory core.
Oh good.
Deterioration accelerating. Data loss estimated at...
So on a random day I ended up reading up on the Lion King game for the Super Nintendo.
Sure.
One is want to do, and
Yes.
I learned that son of a bitch motherfucker was intentionally made to be too hard, but they overshot to near making it unplayable because they bugged out their fucking game, and that was why I was never able to beat it as a child, and all thus horrendous fucking nightmare difficulty spikes.
Wait, I never beat that game either. I in fact traded in that game at the video store for another game. Are you telling me that was intentional? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes.
Well, that's both of our nemesis, though I forgot until now. So, you know.
You're going through what I went through.
Well. Lovely. Good to know. Alright. So we have here a piton.
Fucking understand me.
Piton. Pitons have the quality of allowing you to grab onto a surface you normally wouldn't be able to grab onto. Okay, there we go. But you have to hammer them in. I have not yet gotten down the practice of, how do I say this? Dual wielding pitons. Batons, I don't know. And I continuously find myself having to have a ledge or not being able to use them. Hop. This is a stake. You just toss this. Should get us up there. Nope. Or we could just waste it and take an entirely different route. That works too. So White Knuckle's really good so far. And this might be a warm-up game for a couple of different streams. Woo! 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 Balance on it, balance on it, balance on it. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Hop! There's a reason they call this white knuckle. This is a really fantastic idea for a game, and I'm really surprised no one's come up with it yet. It just goes to show you. Things sometimes just come out of nowhere. And I love that. Ooh, piton. 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 I don't even know if that's pronounced that way in French. I don't care. Whoop. 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 One-handed. All right. Shouldn't do that much.
Notice. Climate control systems for deep substructure remains within acceptable parameters.
We're reaching the limits of our inventories soon for larger items. So we're probably reaching my personal limits pretty soon. I have made very stupid mistakes by just, like, I don't know, walking off a ledge because I'm not paying attention. And subsequently having my butt ate by the goo. Ooh. There was one time where there was a broken piece of ladder on top of a ledge next to a ladder, and I tried in vain to desperately grab it, a ledge over and over again, but it grabbed the ladder instead, and I ended up with a situation where I just couldn't pull myself up over the ledge because there was just no room. I couldn't occupy the ledge, and the solution apparently was to, judging by the handholds I saw at the last minute, use pitons to make my own route, but I didn't do that. So it skill checked me and I failed the skill check. Ladders are a little easier on your hands than pitons. I don't like how that thing is being so noisy right now. Look, this is my first hour of the game. Can you give me a break? Why is it moving so fast? Or is that not like... Is that not... That might not be the goo.
Attention. Routine maintenance has not been conducted in over 3,000 days. System performance.
Ooh. Why are my hands dark gray? Oh, it's just the lighting. Okay. Alright, so... we're in a state right now. Oh! You don't take fall damage from moderate falls, I've noticed. I don't know if there is no fall damage at all. There might not need to be, given the threat, but... You know, we'll end up finding out, I'm sure, if we keep playing this game. There we go. I got it. PB, baby. Oh! Got it. Alright, so this is the break room. There we go. Now, you put bugs in here, and it's universal for every vending machine, and it is persistent across runs. I don't need anything it's got right now. Oh. No, I don't need anything it's got right now, so I will just move on. But good to submit my currency regardless. Hop. Oop. Hop. Oh! Fuck! Die. Shattered chambers. Oops. I don't know what's shattered about them, but I hear, like, machinery, which is pretty sick. Y'all love machines, right? Yo. Inspection record. Robert Brown, SB 17DP maintenance. Training chamber, huh? Hazardous. I've never even seen this chamber. It's in pretty good condition despite the damage from the event. There's some safety concerns I have, but the walls are intact and the lights are on, which is all I can ask for at this point. I don't think this place is even on the Authority maps, but there's no way exploratory crews would have missed it earlier. What is this? What is this? I don't know what that is, but at some point I'm gonna find out. Oh shit, we have forced our hand by taking too long. No. Oh, we forced our own hand. Okay. Food restores the stamina of our hands. So if you are in a really bad spot, you can use food. If you're quick and dexterous enough to get it.
Core temperature rising beyond safe limits.
There we go. Just give ourselves a second. Okay, no, it's getting faster. And we're dead. Are we not? We're not dead. Oh. Okay. Oh, we fucked the rope. It's getting faster. So this is a speedrunning game, sort of. Fuck. We need this. Hey, Bimbo Bear. We're doing a warm-up with a game called White Knuckle. We don't need more pitons. Oh shit, we need more. Oh! Well, we just burned the shit out of ourselves, I assume. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, fuck. I'm freezing. I'm freezing? Oh, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I choked. Okay. I choked. Alright, that's my warm-up. Yep, the waters are rising. Alright, yeah, we will see more White Knuckle at some point. Now, on to the main event. Hello and welcome. Stalker. Gamma Permadeath. Which I need to be over here for. There we are. Okay. Excuse me. Gross nose sounds. I muted my mic. You're welcome. All right. So we're kind of a fresh start because, as you may or may not remember from the last couple streams, I lost Peaky Breaky to a tragic Oasis situation. Feeling heartbroken, I resigned myself to a change of pace and I went with mercenaries. I've disposed of like 6 mercenaries so far, and they are not making it too far into the game because, believe it or not, being a mercenary, not terribly easy. Now, I would like to try one more mercenary run. And if that doesn't work out, we're going to go back to loner. So BP Breaky, I know I said, you know, I know he's alive, but well, it's really about factions that I haven't tried yet. But there's a lot of factions I just have no interest in trying because they're too restrictive. They force you into a very specific play style. I prefer to have a sort of lone wanderer sort of play style, like most, you know, I'd say most people probably. So we're going with Stalker for gameplay and Scavenger for progression. That's medium across the board. I think the MP5, despite my dislike for MP5s, is the best option I have. Now for body armor, this is the best body armor I'm going to have for a long time. Because they just don't... It's not easy to get armor. It's actually harder to get working armor than it is to get some weapons. So I cannot rely... Yadolin's too cheap. Baja Blast is not cheap. I cannot rely on there being plentiful weapon armor for me to switch out to. I'm kind of in a rough spot in that regard. And a glucose shot. Okay, so I want to redux Beepy Breeky because Beepy Breeky is a lovely name. And he didn't die. I just deleted him. So we're doing a Beepy Breeky redux. Okay. Now, I tried a couple 5.7 mercs, which, you know, just the FN 5.7 pistol. And I've tried pistol stalkers. Pistol loaners, excuse me. Pistol loaners with the merc starts off in a better shape than pistol loan... Oh my god. Pistol stalker with a merc starts off in a better shape than pistol stalker with a loaner. Because the 5.7 is actually a remarkably effective pistol due to the 5.7 caliber's inherent ammo penetration. But the ammo quickly becomes too expensive to maintain. So I've decided we're going to go with more of the automatic direction because 9x19 is plentiful no matter where you are in the zone. Here we are. Welcome back to the zone. So we need to... 555 people, not bad. We need to start this up fast. Now, I'm not going to make the mistake I did last time of starting up so fast that I'm running recklessly through the streets. However, I would like to make this brisk. So we're just going to deliver to a bandit in the Dark Valley. Well, I want to go to the bandit. I want to go to the Dark Valley. I hate bandits, but it's money. So... Spring cleaning we will take. Enemy documents in army warehouse. We are neutral to freedom. So I will take that. Military and agroprom. Well, we will take it. We hate the military here. And duty and agroprom. We will take that. Now, of course, they might return to raw stock, in which case we're going to be kind of fuck-a-doodle-dude for a long time. But as long as they don't go anywhere, which they probably won't, duty stays in the zone, we will probably be fine. So that's a good spread of missions, I did think. It's a good spread of missions.
I'm listening, man.
Why do you look like GoldenEye?
Now
Whatever.
that's more like it.
Hello, Tarkov Merc. I need to buy some pistol ammo. Sorry, some 9x19 ammo. That is my first stop. And before dark, I need to buy a headlamp. Or at very least a flashlight. Here we are. Okay, so I do like picking up a suppressor. Suppressors... oh, shit. Suppressors are not silencers. Fuck, it's armor piercing. I bought the wrong caliber. I wasn't even paying attention. I bought the wrong caliber. Suppressors are not silencers, as movies try to make them out to be. They just reduce the volume of fire to something akin to someone slamming a loud book on a desk. Someone slamming a heavy book on a desk. It's the Adderall hasn't kicked in yet. Here we are. So they help me not attract aggro from large distances, but not like close by. They have no effect on close by aggro. For that, you need subsonic ammunition. However, if you're firing at a distance, it does take them a minute to get your position. So, all right, it's a beautiful autumn day. That's zombies fire at Carlix? I didn't know that. But that means there's a Carlick. There's a merc over there fighting off some mutants. If I'm really lucky, the mutants will kill the mercs and be at low health, so I can just swoop on in there and snatch them up. Okay, I am drifting away from the desk. Why am I drifting away from the desk? Stop coaxial drifting. There we go. Where is that a body I see? That might be a body. That's multiple bodies. I think one's a zombie, one might be a merc. If I'm really lucky, it's a merc. It's better than a chimera or a Burer. Karlach. Karlachs can do some minor psychic stuff to you, but they're not, like, super good at it. So, ooh. Well, that's a caliber I don't need. For a weapon I don't like. So, we'll just leave this. There's 2 zombies right over there. Hello? Since they're not firing, I assume that Karlach is dead. Yep, there it is. Brain? We got brain tonight? It's sneaky, real queaky. And if we get lucky, we can take this one out. Maybe the other one even. Stealthy is healthy. Remember that, chat. Mic stand, sorry. Stealthy is healthy. Healthy because we don't die as often. Rostic Witcher? This might be a bad idea. Okay. Oh, you got up fast. Got him. Okay, 20 rounds. Not good, but not bad either. Alright. Good ammo, but not the right type of ammo. So, okay, there's something I have to check. Is my FOV 100... Why did it drop? It's supposed to be 67, isn't it? Hang on. This uses vertical FOV. I have to double check something. My FOV dropped, but I gotta remember what to... Okay, horizontal vertical FOV calculator. 16 by 9. If I want 100... Oh yeah, my FOV dropped precipitously. It's supposed to be 68. It dropped by 4. That's enough to put me down to like 90. No wonder it felt claustrophobic. Alright, so that's zombie, that's, ooh. Damn, I was hoping for a pelt. That's 2 zombies, that's, loot from a merc, that's loot from a Karlach, loot from a pseudo-dog, and we haven't even taken a single shot yet. I'll count this as auspicious. Now, let's not jinx me. Send me your energy, chat. It's necessary. Yo, that's... Was that a Psysucker or something else? That was a Psysucker. Hey, if you die, I get that loot, but probably not worth it. I've determined you can kill members of a faction without taking a rep hit and without, like, getting aggro, but they have to be far away from their comrades. And you have to kill them through stealth, which means a suppressed weapon to the back of the head, or a knife to the back of the head. If there's anyone around to report it, they will report it, which is bad for us. Hello? Wrong direction. Howdy, I'm here for the money you owe me. Wish I could turn in missions remotely, but then there would be no reason to ever go in a place. Why does my FOV still feel low? I'm just putting it up to 70. Is it? Okay, I'm gonna check. It feels really low. Stalker, vertical or horizontal FOV. I gotta double check. It is vertical. Okay, it is vertical FOV. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna put it up to maybe around 75. 74. It feels a little better. See, the thing is, if you use a vertical FOV, something about the way it's calculated makes it feel different, even if it's supposed to be the same measurement. Like, 68 FOV is supposed to be equal to horizontal FOV of 100. However, they feel different. 68 vertical FOV and 100 FOV, despite the fact that they reveal approximately the same amount of your environment, the vertical FOV feels more cramped. I don't know how to explain that. There's something about the depth calculation, probably. But it bothers me. I don't like it at all. I'd really prefer they do horizontal FOV calculations. Or maybe it's just the engine. Could be the engine. Okay, so we did spring cleaning. Next, we have army warehouses. That's going to be pretty easy. And we have delivery, and they're moving through the garbage. I have no goddamn doubt that these jerks are going to be going right to Rostock and staying there for the rest of the run. I don't like that. I would rather they didn't do that, but they will do it. Hey, West Coast, good to see you. Thank you. You're on call this weekend? I'm sorry about that, Max. That sucks. Okay, we're heading east, and we're heading to the army warehouses, at which point we can get one of our missions. Or maybe two, technically. Oh. Okay, that's more mercs. The reason I have a faction identification in the crosshair on, by the way, is because enemy stalkers, regardless of their equipment, will always identify you at a much longer range than you can possibly identify them. Unless you're running the game in like 4K, which I can't do, especially when I'm streaming. I can do 1440p when I'm not streaming. Can't do that when I'm streaming. So I'm stuck in 1080p, which means I have to rely on, you know, binoculars or, well, crosshair. And that's the catch, though. Sometimes factions will have suits that look almost identical to each other. Like, there are some duty uniforms that look like bandit uniforms and vice versa. I've also seen some stalkers wearing trench coats, which is like, oh, I can't see your patch, I can't see your colors. If I don't have the faction identification on, I'm just going to shoot you assuming you're a bandit, and I'm going to ruin my whole run. Good. Therefore, crosshair. Unguarded checkpoint this time. Oh boy. I want to see how long we can go without taking a single shot. If we can go 2 or 3 missions without getting shot once or injured in any capacity, it means I'm being sufficiently cautious. If we can go longer than that, it means I'm on a roll and I need to keep doing whatever I'm doing. We're at 1 right now. If I can get to 3, my strategy is sound. My logic is undeniable. Oh, ecologists are taking out some bandits. Nice. Let me take my glasses off. There we go. Y'all ever have that kind of day? I'm having that kind of day. It's just a day. If you know, you know. If you don't know what I mean, you've never had that kind of day. It's very specific. Oh, there's a stash there. Yeah, that's the one. Your RP was canceled and you twist your ankle. I'm sorry to hear that. But it's not yet, is it? Because if it isn't, that's probably good. I do have good news though. At least on my end. So, many of you may know that I grow gourmet mushrooms as a hobby that I'm looking to turn into a business. I've been having a lot of difficulty over the last 2 years successfully getting something up without contamination. This time, I appear to have done it. I see, for the first year I was doing this, I grew like 40 to 50 pounds of mushrooms without issue. But for some reason, some contaminant was introduced in the environment that I just could not get rid of. So I went for like almost 2 years with nothing but constant contamination, despite my methods being very meticulous. What I did was I bought a hospital-grade antifungal cleaner, and I cleaned every single implement and my still air box's interior from top to bottom multiple times, 2 to 3 times per item. And then I let it sit for like a week, and then I tried it again. I am now successfully growing lion's mane. The bags are ready to cut tonight. I have 4 8-pound bags. It's 8 pounds of substrate. And each bag, with the biological efficiency of this cultivar, is expected to net total between 7 and 10 pounds of lion's mane, which is success. Resounding success. Ooh, good catch. Don't need that round type, but I'll take it. Contaminants. You know, things that contaminate other things. In this particular case, the contaminant that you have to be most wary of as a mycological grower, I don't know what to call it, mushroom farmer, would be trick mold, T-R-I-C-H. I don't remember the full name. That's not trichinosis. That's a medical condition. But trick mold is green mold. It is the most common type of mold that we have in our environment because it is born on soil. And if that gets in there, you get green spots, and then the whole thing is basically useless because it takes over, and then anything you get out of there is not that safe to eat. That was one of my big opponents. Another one, the biggest one last year, all through the entire year, was wet bubble fungus. Wet bubble fungus is a creamy white fungus that at first looks like gourmet mushroom mycelium, like oyster or lion's mane. However, it grows way too fast, and it is completely non-edible. It is poisonous. Well, not like actively poisonous, but it is not edible. And it creates these big piles of fungus that weep like a yellow liquid. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's completely useless, and it outcompetes all other mushrooms to the point that you can't grow anything once it's infected at something. So I effectively lost about 250 to 300 pounds of potential mushrooms to those 2 contaminants, despite my methodology being very careful. Now, I changed 2 things. Number 1, I did not leave bags of my dry substrate in the garage before cooking. I left them in the house this time. Oh! Sorry, I'm good. And number 2, I got the hospital-grade antifungal. And I used it in my still air box. So that means I have successfully, apparently so far, eliminated the contaminant from my working environment. Because I don't have a lab, and I'm not willing to take a business loan to start up the business and build a lab until I am 100% sure that I can do this for a couple cycles. No. Very little contamination for gourmet mushroom growing is bacterial. Sometimes it happens, but it's not as common as fungal. And most species of fungus do not give the slightest of shits. Their spores are essentially completely immune to most things. What you have to do to ensure you don't get contamination is, aside from using antifungals like that, you also have to sterilize all of your tools and any of your substrates or grain spawn that you use by pressure cooking them for 2 hours minimum before they're used. So my process is, assuming I have the grain spawn, which is like a colonized chunk of grain that is ready to be implanted and spread into a substrate bag, autoclaves aren't big enough. At least most aren't. I'll get to that. So I take the grain spawn, I ensure it's clean, and I don't open its container in the open air. I sterilize the outside of the container, which is, I use jars with alcohol. I set it in my still air box. I take my bag of substrate, which has been pressure cooked for 2 hours and sterilized and not exposed to the open air. I move it right from the pressure cooker. I spray it down with alcohol, wipe it, stick it in the still air box. And I repeat that. And all my tools, alcohol, still air box. If it's metal, flame sterilize, still air box. Then I spray a whole bunch of alcohol inside the still air box, close it, let it get airtight, let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then I use the sleeve inserts, like culture laboratories, they have the sleeves that you stick in with gloves, and I've sterilized the outside of my arms with alcohol, so I don't transport anything in, and everything is alcohol soaked. Then I implant the colonized grain in the sterilized substrate. I seal it with a heat sealer, and then I wait. And it's got a gas exchange filter on the bag. And if it's successful, it's visually pretty obvious once you've learned your fungus inside and out. And after a certain amount of time, you put it into as clean an environment as you can manage. That has itself been cleaned with alcohol. And you have fresh air flow with filters. And you have humidification to make sure that it is optimal for reaching the humidity levels you need. Cordon and Rostock, of course, 2 places that are hostile to me, to maintain the mushroom's fungal body growth. So the thing is, I use a 28 quart pressure cooker, which is enough to fit 3 bags of substrate if I'm stretching it, but 2 reliably. My kill. And that slows me down a lot. Now, well, we just found out how to make these mushrooms in the last 50 years in a commercial environment. So, as you can imagine, it slows me down tremendously to have to sterilize only 2 bags at a time. That's where autoclaves come in. Here's the problem. Autoclaves, most of them are not built for a large mass of objects. They are built for a very small set of, like, metal tools, for instance.
All right, tell me what you know.
In order to get an autoclave, big enough for my purposes, I would have to either make one, which people can do that, which you have to be able to weld, or I have to spend about $3,000. Now, here's the thing. I don't have $3,000. I've been out of a job for 2 years. No, 3 years now. Can't find any jobs. No one will hire me. Almost all the jobs that I'm finding around me are ghost jobs that they make for tax purposes. And bing, bang, boom, what do you know? Bob's your uncle. No work for a long time. I would apply for a loan with a business plan, but the problem is I'd have to make the business plan, which would take a little while, and I would have to take on like $30,000 in debt minimum. $30,000. If the business doesn't work, I can't pay it back because I can't find a fucking job. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm trying to get a couple cycles of mushrooms growing. And to answer your question, yes, they sell very well. The margins in operating this kind of business are, like, extremely low. Like, if you reliably sell your stock, you can turn a profit of almost, not including the arbitrary amount of wages, depending on how many people you need to help you. But if you have enough, if I put out the maximum amount of mushrooms that I alone as a person could sell, and I sold 80 to 100% of them, let's assume 80% of them, the profit margin would be like 6 to 8 to 1. So 6 to 800%. Well, no, it's 5 to 700%, yeah. Well, it would be $3,000 for the tools, but it's not just that. You need a separate building to do this because the environment needs to be semi-sterile at all times in order to avoid crop loss. Because, you know, if you lose one thing, you lose everything that's been exposed to it. So unless you want that, you have to have an outbuilding. Because if it's connected to a house, a residential area, it will never, ever, 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 ever be clean enough. That's the risk. And that's where the loan comes in. I live in an area where I can certainly find people. I could hire someone to build in this area a sufficiently sized building, like a interior space about 30 by 14 or so, for probably around 12 to 15 grand. I would also need $3,000 for the autoclave. Then I would need a couple grand for enough substrate materials, bulk grain materials, and tools to, you know, actually be functional. Now, after that, the remaining 10,000 would be the amount I would put against the loan's principal. So, you know, the monthly payments, so I don't rack up interest like fucking crazy, would just be covered by the last 10K of the entire loan. So I've done the thinking. I just don't know if I'm ready to take the leap. So what I want to do is I would make a couple cycles of successful growth and I would start going to local farmers markets and I would gauge the market. If the market is not in this area, it means I would have to commute to surrounding areas. Now, there are multiple metropolitan cities in this state that are big enough that people will definitely want them. However, I don't know what the competition is like, and I don't know what the local appetite is without priming the market with advertising, free samples, that sort of thing. Because the bulk of your money when you're making gourmet mushrooms is made from consistent sales to restaurants and grocery stores or private buyers. Thank you, Phoebe. Hi. But you get infusions of cash from farmers markets. And because farmers markets only happen a few times a year in the US, usually, depending on the area, that means that it's sort of a feast or famine style thing until you actually get a consistent number of clients. Well, it's what I'm doing now, really. That's what the testing is for, farmers markets. If I can get into farmers markets, I can actually build a reputation, and local chefs at all sorts of restaurants will go to farmers markets to get fresh produce. So, thank you. So that's honestly what I'm doing right now is the best way to go about it. Once I'm ready to go to scale, though, there's unfortunately no way except taking on a loan of at least 30K. But if I'm ready to go to scale, that means I'm fairly confident it could work. Anyway, yeah. You can expect mushrooms of the type I grow to go for anywhere between $8 to $16 a pound, depending. Between, you know, wholesale and commercial differences, as well as the variety of mushrooms in the season, because they're going to be more in demand in the winter, so you can raise the price a little bit. But it costs about 50 cents a pound to grow them. And after you factor in the materials costs of like incidental disposables, not just the substrates, it's maybe $1 a pound to grow them. And then labor value, of my own labor value, is, if I'm running this solo, it's not really factored in. It's the minimum required is already part of my profit. If I were to hire anybody, that would be because I am confident that escalating is going to make me more money. Anyway, all that to say, if you are not someone who's interested in this topic, thank you for your patience. All that to say, it's a solid business plan. It's a business that could operate with some of the lowest costs of overhead and the biggest profit margins of almost any business type. But, well, that would be a very, very serious matter. If I'm looking for investors, that means I'm ready to consider loans. And that's not something I would discuss on stream. But if I am opening to investors, I will somehow make it known. But that would dox me. So it's not something I would talk about on stream very much, okay? Like, you get me? Okay. Anyway. So I've gotten some money here. Duly noted. Foreign investment would be a nightmare tax situation, potentially. But I'm not saying no. We would have to see. Or it might be a nightmare for the investor, potentially. I've already got branding. I've already got a loose mental business plan. Yeah, I made branding for it. Ugh. Dr. Phineas, thank you very much for the 20 gifts of good God. Much appreciated. Holy shit. Yeah, as y'all can tell, I'm fairly serious about it. Thank you. I will not tell my stream audience what the business is called, and I'll just say right now, because that would dox me, and I will just say right now, if I ever tell y'all like, hey, I've started a mushroom business and I haven't found a way to successfully anonymize it, I'm not going to tell you the name, but if you come across it and you're certain it's me, don't say nothing to nobody. Just, you know, thumbs up, and then we'd be good. If I can anonymize it, though, that's another thing. But, like, U.S. tax policy means it's almost impossible to successfully anonymize who owns a business. For good reason. This is not a situation that they foresaw, I'm sure. Like, most people would look at my desire to maintain anonymity and they'd be like, why? Who cares? Duly noted. I may look it up because I know there's VTubers or other streamers who have started businesses without revealing their real name. I mean, almost all streamers of a certain size get doxxed eventually, but I'd like to put that off as long as possible, even if I do get popular. But either way, like, you know, if I can do it anonymously, I would tell y'all for sure. I'd be like, hey, this business is owned by Devil Ray Ray, legally speaking. Yeah, that might be possible. Hi, Bun Boy. And yes, thank you again, Dr. Phineas, for the 20 gift subs. That's a lot of subs. That's more subs than a furry convention. There you go. Okay, so these 7.6254 PP rounds are not terribly valuable, but they are rare. So I'm keeping them. Here we go. They're not very valuable to sell, and I don't really know why. Maybe it's because they stack in a huge stack. But the higher caliber rare ammo types that I don't think I will ever get to use are very worth selling. 5.5645s. So there's what I'd think of as staple ammo, and then there's what I'd think of as purpose-suited ammo. Staple ammo would be ammo that I use in almost every engagement and use it fairly freely. Purpose-suited ammo would be ammo that has a very specific use case, like armor-piercing ammo or hollow point ammo. Not every caliber has purpose-suited ammo. Sometimes it's just the basics, or sometimes it's just armor-piercing or just hollow point. The automatic calibers, 5.5645 or 5.4539, 7.6239, those things I'm saving the staple FMJ ammo of because they get used in bulk. It means they are harder to keep in stock. So, you know, I want to not use or abandon those willy-nilly. If I'm selling an ammo type, it means I don't expect to be able to use it for a long time, or it's easy enough to make that I don't consider it worth holding on to. We are in... Okay. You need to hush. Hate him. We are doing really good so far. We haven't taken a single point of damage, even from that anomaly that passed really close to us. And we have finished 2 missions, and we have multiple promising missions that we can do. This guy is going to the army warehouses. I think this is our next target. They do have very slightly different weights, but usually it's by caliber. The amount at which it matters requires it to be at significant... You're not even wearing an exosuit! Requires it to be at significant scale. So it only starts showing once you have like a couple hundred. Hype chest, rage out emote. That looks like a let's go emote. That doesn't look like a rage out. Yeah, that's a let's go. Doesn't that look like a let's go to you? Anyway, we're about to have a break, so I'm just gonna stay here for a minute, and we're gonna stretch, we're gonna hydrate, and then we're gonna resume as soon as the break ends. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Huh. I guess some names are gonna be deprecated. Now, if you'll forgive me, I will be talking about the mushroom thing just for a little while longer. And then at the end of the break, I will end it. So my idea on the business is I would like to start off selling 2 to 3 bulk cultivars. Cultivars being different strains of mushroom within the same type of mushroom. Like oyster mushrooms would be a type, and then cultivar would be like blue oyster, pink oyster, yellow oyster, that sort of thing. I would like to start selling, I think, blue oyster and lion's mane as 2 bulk cultivars. And then I'd have a 3rd specialized one. I'm thinking maybe pink oyster, because I haven't seen that around here. I would like to start by freeze drying them. Anything I don't think I can sell immediately, freeze dry it. I already have a freeze dryer. I already own a freeze dryer. And I can freeze dry 10 wet pounds of mushrooms down to like half a pound of freeze-dried mushrooms easily. Put them in foil envelopes and ship them. I've already done it to other people. It works great. Works fine. If I sold... One moment. Come on. Hang on. Damn it. Let me take care of this chat. Don't get him before I get him. Don't get him before I get him. That's a master rank. Don't be too eager, Ray. You'll get yourself killed. Got him. Okay, so that was an ammo expenditure. However... Ah, shit. Okay, I got one. Damn it, no green barrel. Suppressor, though. We also will take this, just in case. So, as I was saying... I would sell 2 bulk cultivars. And then I would sell him a 3rd specialized cultivar, such as pink oyster, perhaps. Maybe chestnut mushrooms, which look like baked buns coated with sea salt. Ooh. So I've already got someone who's potentially competition in the area who came up in the last year, but he specializes entirely in lion's mane and shiitake. Shiitake is very labor and material intensive, significantly more so, relatively speaking, than oyster mushrooms. So he can't grow nearly as much as I could probably. And his branding is boring. And he prices his mushrooms way too low. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but there's a theory of pricing in business, in businesses where it's a direct-to-market sales. If you price your stuff too low, it actually sells worse than if you price it commensurate to its value. Because people look at your product and they go, well, if it's so cheap, I'm not sure I want to buy that, because it might be bad. He prices his mushrooms at barely $5 a pound. That is so undercutting the market that it is, I'm surprised his business is sustainable. I don't know how he keeps it going. Where's the ad break? It's been 5 minutes since we got the ad break starting soon notification. Well, that's extremely illegal in the United States, for one, and two, his mushroom quality is not that good. His shiitakes are good. His lion's mane, he harvests them too late and they're too small. He's trying to get the fruit too big, and his conditions are not great, so they start to yellow, and that makes them more bitter. You want to harvest lion's mane while it's still creamy vanilla white, because if it starts to yellow, it gets bitter and it gets woody and the texture's off. You can tell I can tell the quality of his mushrooms because I've grown these mushrooms before. Shiitake, good. Lion's mane, bad. In fact, I rarely see his products on the shelves, and I don't mean he has empty shelves. I mean, he started off with having an entire shelf to himself of like 12 styrofoam cartons every time I went there. Now he only has 2 little spots at the local grocery stores each. So they're not selling very well. What I would do is I would make up for it with branding and proper price models. Because the idea is not to undercut myself and send myself out of business. The idea is to create a sustainable business. Now, I would like to, when I get to that point, give excess mushrooms that I can't cover in cooked form to local shelters and halfway homes. But, you know, that comes way later. I don't want to put the cart before the horse. But yeah, so, you know, I would like to be very engaged with the local community on a business level. There are offices and agencies around here that actually assist people who have neurodivergences like ADHD and stuff with starting businesses or getting good jobs, and I may need to contact them because wow, I got really lucky with these drops. I could use the help. Even if they just help me get like a business plan put together, that's more than enough. Okay.
Hey!
I am tired of hearing this man.
With?
Anyway, that's my deal with mushrooms. Let me go ahead and pause this real quick, and I will stretch. And as soon as you come back from break, we'll continue. Zoop. Now, I tell you, it would be an interesting thing to be able to say that I am a streamer who crowdfunded a business selling mushrooms someday. But that only comes if I can find a way to make myself safe. So we'll see. Oh, sorry. Okay. No, it's not. People have done things like that with like gamer subs, you know, and other things. But we'll see. Ugh. Might have to speak to my lawyer. My mom actually does have a lawyer. She works high enough in a specific company that she's not like C-suite or even executive any level, but she does work, and she's worked there long enough and is in a specific department where she has access to a lawyer, relatively on call for a certain number of hours per month. And I may request if she can pass along some information. Your magic is getting dangerous. You made an object that just gives you rust. Why would... You asked if you could, but you neglected to ask if you should. No, it's fine. Just don't fuck me over with it, and then we're good. That's cool. Oh, you didn't even know? Okay, that's fun. I like that. I like the mod. But yeah, lion's mane is coming soon. And lion's mane, for those who don't know, is a thick, meaty mushroom with a sort of fur appearance. I encourage you to Google it or something. It looks like lion's mane, or it's called old man's beard. Or sometimes it's called bearded tooth, because it looks like strands of like thick white hair. It tastes like a combination of button mushroom, shrimp, and lobster. And it apparently, by all accounting research currently standing, it apparently has tremendous, like almost unprecedented levels of neurological benefit, to the extent that a supplements market just sprang up practically overnight out of it. I would be very skeptical of any supplements that claim to be lion's mane, because usually they just fill them with sawdust and a little bit of mushroom powder. But if you can get a hold of real lion's mane, either fresh or freeze-dried or dried, I strongly encourage you to try it, because it's really, really good for your brain. There's actually, when they made a concentrate from it and took the active compounds from it and treated mice with those compounds, neurological degeneration from conditions such as Alzheimer's or similar was actually shown to partially reverse or stop. Now, that's under lab conditions. That's with mice, and we're still, I think, in the early phases of human testing, but it is shown to be extremely potent and beneficial for the majority of organisms that ingest it. Okay, it is 12:19 in the day, which is good timing. We have done 2 missions. Two. We have one guy in the cordon, one guy in the army warehouses. We're going to the army warehouses. Yeah, sawdust ain't gonna hurt you. However, if you buy shady supplements, it's not sawdust you have to worry about. Sawdust is neutral in the body. Cellulose just gets thrown right out the other end. It won't hurt you. What you have to worry about is heavy metals and other contaminants that may not be advertised, either from exposure to the factory environment that it's made in, or just because they used a filler that was toxic. So, you know, be very skeptical of where you get your lion's mane supplements. I'd honestly always just recommend getting the full mushroom when possible. Pink oyster is a vibrant, almost bacon-looking variety of oyster that gets these ripples in the cap. It genuinely looks kind of like bacon, and it just tastes like a buttery, semi-meaty, not like meat, but like the texture is semi-meaty oyster mushroom. Now, the downside is the pigments that are responsible for the pink color dull significantly when it's cooked, and it looks just like a vaguely pinkish normal mushroom, which is a shame. But it is absolutely gorgeous if you partially cook it properly. I'm looking to find a way to potentially like braise it, like quick braise it, and see if I can retain the pigmentation. Because if I can show, oh, thank you. Why did you do the wild card? Hang on, I gotta turn that off. I'm not gonna complain, but why did you do the wild card? I'm hoping to find a way through experimentation to actually retain the pigmentation in the mushroom, maybe through the adding vinegar of some kind, or an acid of some kind, and letting it keep its pinkish color. And if I do that, I would go to a local restaurant and be like, hey, I know how to make this mushroom stay pink even when it's nice and cooked and crispy. Would you like to buy mushrooms from me? And I think that would be a nice little option. Okay, so wildcard buys are off. I forgot to turn those off. There we go. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Thank you for notifying me of that. Anyway, I rant about mushrooms because they are a special interest, and I say that with a capital S, capital I. What? What do you mean? No, it says I'm live. I'm looking at the live feed right now. Weird. Okay. I will just, you know, pay attention to that. All right. It is a capital S, capital I special interest for me. So, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Controller, please no controller. I am not equipped to handle a controller right now. It's a controller. Oh. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck you. Oh, thank you for notifying me, though. That's called the run ender right there. All you had is a brain, not even any weed? Damn it. Well, it's mostly Burers and Carlicks who are into weed, but still. Couldn't cooperate just a little bit? Alright, is this guy still in the map? He is. He's about to exit. Okay. I don't know what the controller's saying. Hey, if anybody's got some free time, do you want to see, like, look up translations of what the controller says in your head? Because I'd be interested in hearing that. You just know it? You do just know it. It, like, monologues at you if you let it get too close. Oh, he was? Which is weird because they chase you down, but I guess that's a holdover. Whoop, butchki. Whoop, butchki. Whoop, butchki. Got him. He was on his lonesome. Lucky me. Okay. Nice and smooth. Still haven't taken any hits. Woo! Okay. He was not alone. He was just slightly separated.
Damn it, I think they're still breathing.
Got him. Double barrel? I'll be fine, probably. He ducked one of my shots. Okay. Still haven't taken a shot. Lucky me. Well, I just took down 3 dutiers without taking a single blow. I think... Chat, am I doing better? Am I better at the game now? Am I decent at the game now? 5,000 hours stock a Gamma veteran being like, no, you don't have 300,000 rubles yet and you're already in the first hour. Still haven't found a green barrel weapon. I may as well take the Mosin along. And the Gyrza. Wouldn't hurt having that kind of form factor around.
Incredible.
What? I didn't tell you to equip that. Stop that. Yeah, I think I'm done talking about mushrooms for now. If anybody has any questions, they better come out now. Otherwise, we're going to be dipping back to the topic again and again all stream. Ooh, 101. Yes, I will take it. Makarov with a threaded barrel. I will not take it, but I will take the parts.
Not bad.
I did not tell you to equip that. Also, I heard the sound of your room tone. There we go. That's one target down. Would I name some mushrooms if they didn't have names yet, or do you think they are all good? Oyster mushrooms is good because they feel like oysters when they're cooked. And they don't taste fishy at all, but they do have that kind of weird nutty taste that oysters have. Chestnut mushrooms, go ahead and Google that, by the way, chestnut mushrooms. I wouldn't call those chestnuts. I'd call those hot bun mushrooms or like bread bun mushrooms or something, because they just, maybe pretzel bun mushrooms because they look like pretzel buns. Lion's mane mushrooms, I think that's a good name. It just looks like lion's mane. That's what it looks like. It also looks like old man's beard. I can't do anything named in another language because, like, morel, not English. Shiitake is not English. Sorry, shiitake. And all that. It's hard to say. Reishi, not English. You'd probably have to name a mushroom. Ooh. Oh, portobello mushroom is a good name for a mushroom. Fat Handsome. Fat Handsome. Big Handsome is the name of the mushroom. Death's Cap? No, it's a good name. That shit'll kill you. It'll suck the whole time. Where's this going? Oh, okay. So one of the NPCs is in a weird position because it's telling me it's to that direction. Not. Fly Agaric, aka Toadstool. Toadstool's a good name. I would probably be boring on that one. Say spotted red mushroom. Oh, well, Agaric is the Agaric is the family of mushroom it is, and I believe it's called a fly agaric because it's very attractive to flies when it's sporing, because it's, I think, really stinky. I could be wrong about that. I don't remember everything perfectly. You want to know a really good mushroom name? It's like spot on Dead Man's Finger. Go ahead and look that up. Dead Man's Finger or Dead Man's Toe mushroom. You tell me that's not exactly what that is. And ink caps, also perfectly named. By the way, the only ones I've named that are edible are chestnut mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, lion's mane. Puffballs, perfectly named, also edible. I am required to warn you every time I talk to y'all about this. If you are foraging for mushrooms, and you are not absolutely 100%, 1,000%, a million fucking percent positive that what you are looking at is an edible mushroom, you do not eat it. I am serious. You do not want to know the horrific deaths you can inflict on yourself by eating the worst of the wrong mushrooms. And a lot of the mushrooms that inflict the worst pain and death possible look very close to certain edible varieties. Now, I will tell you there is one way that you can be sure that you are dealing with a puffball mushroom and not a poisonous variety that looks very similar. If you are walking through an area with grass, whether it's undergrowth or it's overgrown grass, and you find a big what? Do not do that. I'm legally required to say that. If you find a big white poofy ball, has to be white at the time, and it has to be relatively round, and it should be fairly large, sometimes up to the size of a soccer ball. If you are curious whether it is a puffball, I want you to do two things. If you insist upon fucking with it and intend to eat it if it's a puffball, have a knife on you or some sort of slicing implement, and with a gloved hand or a covered hand, grab the puffball and gently pry from the ground, turn it over. If the surface is just like smooth or like a little bit bumpy all the way around and there's no sign of stem or gills or pores, so far so good. If there are stems, gills, or open pores, you drop it, don't touch it, walk away. If it's smooth, take your slicing implement and slice right through the center of that mushroom, all the way. Bisect it. If it looks like a marshmallow inside, or maybe mozzarella, and there's no differentiation, no structures, no holes, no gills, nothing, that's a puffball mushroom. That is the only species that I am confident of identifying 100% in the wild, because some of the differences can be extremely minute. If you want to know more, go to your local institute of higher learning, such as a university. They often have resident mycologists who do programs like mushroom walks, where they teach you which mushrooms are and are not safe to eat in your region. Those are wonderful. I encourage you to do those. Sometimes they're free. And yes, puffballs, when they start turning yellow...
4 more months, I'll take care of her, dude. I'll check in on her. Is that all right?
I don't like that guy. If they've gone brown or they're going yellow, they are no longer edible. You might not die, but you'll just get like sick and you'll shit yourself. And they'll be gross the whole time. That is because the puffballs have gone to spore. Puffballs have a unique method of spreading spore. The reason they don't have gills or visible pores on the bottom side, anything like that, or a stem, is because they convert the internal mass into spore-bearing sludge that eventually desiccates into a spore-bearing gas. When they are stepped on or torn in some way, the spores are borne onto the wind by the gas. And trillions of spores spread all over the environment. I would love to grow puffball, but puffball has proven notoriously resistant to any forms of cultivation. We cannot get that shit to grow on purpose. Thankfully, it's so common that if you desire puffball and you're in the right climate for it, you can probably find it by walking out in the woods between late summer and late autumn. You just find it anywhere. If you got grass and you're in a temperate climate, you can probably get puffballs. Okay. And public libraries would have books on mushrooms. Just make sure that it provides high-resolution color pictures. And I would still not try to do amateur foraging unless you're 100% sure. Species like morels, very difficult to mistake for other species. Puffballs with some dissection, very difficult to mistake. But there are things like the death cap, which is very similar to common edible white mushrooms, where if you eat one, the common edible white mushroom, you're fine. Cook it. Nothing's wrong. It's tasty. And if you eat the puffball, if you eat the death cap, you die terribly. Badly. Really, really, really badly. It's not good. And there are some mushrooms that liquefy your internal organs, essentially. Don't eat those. Anyway, yeah, I'm done with mushrooms. We are done with mushrooms for the stream. Thank you for engaging with me on the mushrooms. I was in the vendor I didn't mean to be. I'm not mad. I'm just like, if I'd make the whole stream about mushrooms, no one's going to want to hang out except the people who are also really into mushrooms. Which, you know, good for them. But I need a variety of people. I don't want to drive anybody out because they're bored. Bureau brain. I don't have that. Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I think so too, Bimbo Bear. Sometimes I watch people talk about something I have no clue what it is, and I don't really care about. That's like video essays, right? Like I don't really care about a retrospective on Boy Meets World, but I've watched one. 4 hours long. Oh, nice. That was really quick. Thank you. Thank you again for that, by the way. Here we go. Just save that one. Here we go.
Go home to take your girlfriend out. Because you're here for 4 more months. I'll take care of her, dude. I'll check in on her. Is that all right?
I don't have a girlfriend. Okay, great. God, just the most toxic. The most toxic. I can't really repair any of these yet, and I haven't found a green barrel. That's a shame. I'm probably going to start sacrificing these. The SV98 is not very good once you're in that caliber range, but it's the best I have right now. So I just have to be ready to sacrifice that one. Did my FOV switch again? No, it didn't. Weird. Okay. No, yeah. From what I've heard, a lot of the conversations in Tarkov between PMCs of various kinds are pretty relatable to people who've served in the military before. We're not going to claim the military as anything but has a toxic atmosphere. Like, let's be real, the military absolutely has a toxic atmosphere. Like, that's undeniable. So, like, yeah, it's very faithful. Here we go. Oh, wait a second. That's just heavy. I don't need that. Nah, not really. In fact, part of the training is to make you less well-adjusted. So you will shoot somebody. But people in logistics, less concerned about those people. Yeah. I'm much less concerned about someone who spent their entire military career in logistics. Or like, home duty, like full base duty, than I am in someone who has been active combat. That is... there you go. Another example. Also, we've spoken. You are well aware of the flaws of the entire operation, so I'm not worried about you at all. There we go. Okay. Faction patches. 15 patches is basic. Okay, I don't have... I've heard that too, yeah. The lowest rank is 15 patches. We are almost out of money, except for the payout we just got. We're going to hang on to like at least 15 AP at any given time, I think would be best. Because you saw, even with 9x20, 9x19, you can still eliminate a fairly powerful, well-equipped stalker if you're using AP rounds. Like, that's good shit. You definitely want to have AP rounds on hand. Okay. We good. We good so far. Still haven't taken a single bullet. Now, let's take a look at what our situation is. We have one target in the cordon on the bridge, and we have one package delivery in the Dark Valley. I cannot do the bridge cordon target yet, because I have to make it to the cordon. I can, however, start going to the truck cemetery, and if I make it to the Dark Valley, I'll have a place to sleep, if it's nightfall by that point. So that's the objective right now. I would also like to stop by the... Oh, well, good luck and stay safe, and I'm sure you'll be fine. I would also like to stop by the Freedom Base because, nice, free. How many did I get? Oh, I got like 3 or 4 for free. Freedom Base is an economic hub, and I'm neutral to them, and it's a quest hub. We want that. We want that for sure. Haven't even been hit by an anomaly yet. This run is blessed so far. We're not getting really good drops, but I would rather survive and have the drops trickle out than, you know, get really good drops and die in the first 3 hours. Like, you know, I think it's a pretty safe thing to say. Also, it's not that long of a time. I have been out of a job for almost that long. I've been thinking about it lately. Did you know I got a rejection? Well, no, I didn't get a rejection. That would have been kinder. I got ghosted by McDonald's.
Well, I'm listening.
I got ghosted by McDonald's. Part of the problem is, I'm in my 30s, and once you're in your 30s, a lot of supposedly super easy to get jobs no longer want to have anything to do with you because you are no longer easy to exploit. I see. No. Poltergeist. Okay. Poltergeist is fine. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Ow, fuck, that's hard. No, I gotta get away. Okay, now slow down. Once a poltergeist has a beat on you, it can be a little hard to break free, but we just kind of want to... There we go. Wait, is that another? No, it was just a poltergeist. Okay. Hey, thank you for the follow. They're going to stick you in a metal tube? Oh, yeah, it's going to suck. I'm sorry. But hey, you'll make it. Physics damage from flying objects is so ridiculously unpredictable, like with any physics-based damage system, that sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm going to be fine. And other times it's like, oh, that's a shred of cardboard box. It's going to blow my head off like it's hitting me with an M98. And yes, it's actually treating me very well. I just took the first hit this character has taken. The first point of damage this character has taken was from a poltergeist. And I've done 3 missions. Excuse me, I had a hiccup coming. Hope your day's going well. Nope. Oh! That is a lone stalker. That is an expert. I am not sure. How are you always near me? Okay. When a poltergeist is nearby, you can't make any sudden movements or you attract its attention. I was gonna go try to take out that stalker, but too far away, too many poltergeists. Oh, thank you. And yeah, I haven't noticed many VTubers really enjoy this game. A lot of VTubers tend to be more into the I'm trying to phrase this in a way that doesn't sound bad because I don't mean it in a bad way. They tend to be in the more mass market appeal games because they are part of the mass market, which is fine, but I tend to have some obscure interests. So it's nice to see VTubers into this. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Multi-tool for free? For me? Oh, baby, baby. Put out my fire. I'm not, I swear. I swear I'm not. Okay. I know I look like it sometimes, but I'm not. I know I use a French press to make my coffee and I grow my own mushrooms, but I'm not. What faction? I'm a merc. This is the 5th merc character I've attempted. All of the other ones were like, they went down like chumps very quickly. But this one I have had a pretty good time with. I wanted something different after I lost my longest running character. I got one of my characters to almost 8 sessions. Then I encountered for the first time the Heart of the Oasis. And those of you who are familiar with the Heart of the Oasis may know of the Psy Dog ambush, the 3 Psy Dog ambush with their multiples and their duplicates that takes place. I was not. Therefore, I died. Which is heartbreaking because I made it through the Brain Scorcher and the lab, multiple labs actually, and it made me sad. But, you know, and that's Stalker. You're finishing your first playthrough? Nice. Loner, I'm assuming? Most people go loner in their first one. Okay, we need to go south here. Yep, that should get us through, and... Oh, come on, mouse wheel. Mouse wheel, please. That should get us to the, Dark Cemetery, then Dark Valley. Okay. Yeah, Merc is fun. Merc has some odd issues. Ah, okay. No, that's fair. Then you are definitely... It's fresher in your mind than it is mine, for sure. Because, like, I only played the originals, like, way back when the year after they each first came out. And then I didn't touch it until, like, a little bit of Anomaly, like, a year ago. And now I just freshly jumped into Gamma. No, yeah, I get you. I picked up the California habit of no, yeah. And it's distressing. Yeah, I get you completely. I am not someone who's played a lot of Stalker in modern memory. I played a lot of the originals, and I have not played much at all of Anomaly. And I played a bit of Gamma, like a couple dozen hours, and then I started doing these permadeath runs, and these have been the most of my gameplay time, actually. So the chat has been learning a lot of this with me in real time. I just got so heartbroken by the death of Tiki Breaky that I started making mercs, and now we're with BP Breaky. Why is my vision getting dark? Radiation ain't supposed to do that. My vision started getting dark. Okay. Yeah, BP Breaky is our current, and he's doing pretty well so far. Don't talk about them walls closing in. They ain't closing in. I'm not letting them close in. Okay, I need to change my shirt. It's getting a little claustrophobic. Hang on, I need to change my shirt. Okay, I'm fine. I can breathe. Don't curse him. Yeah, mostly you have been doing the relishing, and I have been doing the despairing. Y'all in general. So yay, good for you. Ugh. Dark Cemetery is a risk. It's always a risk. We're still on 3 lives, so we're not in a bad position at all. We're in fact in a very good position. Tomato I just had to think about that, because that's... Okay, so in the US, we would refer to tomato relish as probably pico de gallo. Or if you added certain spices to it, salsa. I never heard the phrase tomato relish until now. Yes, you do have to let them get some air. Yes, that's correct. And I had to think about it for a second. Because in the US, when you say relish, you almost all, like 99% of the time, you mean like pickle relish. We just call it relish. I have heard of a cucumber relish with vinegar and fruits, but that is the only other time I've heard of that outside of that context. That's fun. That's interesting. I like learning things. So is it just like chopped tomatoes? What kind of spices do they put in, or do they put like other things in it? Because I could get behind just some chopped tomatoes if the tomatoes are good. Oh, it's a whole thing? Duly noted, thank you. Okay, so apparently the rad hotspots are giving me darkened vision now. which isn't something they used to do, which is interesting to note. If we're going to fast travel through this zone, we have to do the Four Corners approach, because unlike the army warehouses, and unlike the Dead City, we have not explored this zone to death and back. So if we want to fast travel, we have to do Four Corners. I'm already here, so I may as well do it. Switch to Hollow Point. Like the taste of avocado, but is it a texture thing? Or is it like ingesting it is upsetting to your body? Because the latter, if you're allergic to avocado, that sucks. Avocado's delicious. Hang on. Oh, Ase, she's saying it's not showing up. Hold on. Hang on. Let me visit my link. What? That looks like ketchup. Don't get distracted, Ray. Channel. What? It's not live? But it says it's live. It's unlisted. Fuck. You gotta follow the link. Okay, it's unlisted. God damn it. Okay, Ase, it's unlisted. You have to follow the link. I just set it public. So I had... I had this set to unlist the live replay once the stream ends. Not to unlist the live stream before it ended. That is fucked up. YouTube, I am begging you. I am begging you. Please, for the love of God, just fix your streaming backend. You are holding yourself back. Anyway, I apologize, Ase. Okay. Now, what is this relish situation? What I need to... Okay. Vinegar, sugar, onions, sultanas. I don't know what a sultana is. I'm gonna look that up. Seedless raisins. Huh? Okay, that's a very unique thing. Okay, so it's a mix of chopped tomatoes and tomato puree, mustard, sea salt, well, apparently a type of raisin, onions, sugar, and vinegar. So that is very, very close to ketchup, but it's chunky ketchup with raisins and mustard. That does sound good. We do not have that here at all. In fact, let me check. Irish tomato relish. Okay, if Walmart doesn't have it, that's your key. Oh my God. Okay. It's there. It's there. I gotta try it. It's there. I gotta try it. It's an import food. Ballymaloe. It's that exact brand too. Okay. I will be getting some of that when I leave the house next. I love spicy. Wait. What is Irish spicy to me? I will have to check. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Because in that part of the world, you know how spicy varies differently. Like what someone in India considers spicy, I might consider incompatible with human life. And what someone in Thailand considers spicy, same thing. But if someone in the depths of like southern England, like, oh, it's spicy. It's black pepper. It's so spicy. That's black pepper. Anyway, yeah. Oh, then it's okay. Then it's probably spicy to me too. I can eat jalapenos and I can have hot curry just fine. Uh-oh. Hang on. Hang on. However, I have my limits. I go for, when I eat Indian food, I go for local medium or, let's be honest, white people hot. Spicy Dorito salsa? I didn't find those that spicy, so it should be fine. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's Renegades. Ah, fuck, I had hollow points. Oh, no, 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 not the trap, not the death trap. Okay. No! Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay. There's bandits and renegades. Bandits are not hostile, but renegades are. And I had the hollow points equipped, despite knowing better. I think they lost me, or they're trying another approach. Let's see if I can... Can't inch my way under there. Oh, there they are. That's almost all my hollow points. Oh! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Okay, so see, this is a situation that's going poorly. Hi, Varag, how you doing? This is a situation that's going very poorly. But I've had worse. Can you please?
Keep on coming!
Woo! Okay, that was a terrible combat. I've gotten 3. I think there was 4. You're right. You're right. Okay. You know what else is a resource? All the resources I just spent. It's a good suppressor. I like it. Okay. We're gonna require medical attention when we get back. I just used 3 medkits and... No, 2 medkits and a Baja Blast. So... that was a bad combat. I fucked that up pretty badly. If I'd had AP on in the first place, I might have been able to take out 2 of them in one little go. I did not, so that was on me. However, that's good sales. That's a good drop. So is this. I will take the PP19 because it is slightly superior to the MP5 9mm variant. In all ways but one. Well, it's slightly superior in 2 ways, slightly inferior in 1 way. That's good. Okay, there's one buddy here, one buddy there. Ump? I'll take it. I like an ump. Grosh. Yep. I think there might be surviving renegades still there. I used all my AP rounds. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I used all my AP rounds, but I'm alive. Port 17 is basically worthless at this juncture. You just got to be wary of 1 more ambusher, maybe 2, if I didn't see all of them. No, That was a false identification. All right, 2 bandits, 3 renegades, 3 bandits, 4 bandits, 3 renegades. Okay.
Hey, nature's failure. Either talk or get out.
You're a dick. I will sell some stuff to you, and then I will come back and kill you when I can get away with it. But I can only really kill lone members of a faction without taking a reputation hit, and that's not something I want to do right now. So I will just take your money. Thank you. It's technician sale? Maybe technician. 9 by 18, can't use it. Yeah, I'll sell that. Okay. Never short on powder, but that's an improvised explosive, so that's worth hanging on to. Let's get... yeah, let's get 39 mil. 15 hollow point. You don't have AP, do you? No, you don't. You're not worth very much, are you? That's fine. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. I can't afford that anyways. Blech. Anyway, what was I saying before? I like spicy foods. I do. I have the highest spice tolerance in my family, I think. Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to say. Multiple members of my family think black pepper is too spicy. I am of the mind that, I add sriracha to a lot more than I should. And I make my own hot sauce sometimes. So, you know. It's nice. But I'm not like a spice freak by any means. There are some people that just chase the spice. The spice to me is a means to an end. The end is it enhances flavor. Let's get Survival Guide Volume 1. Now, I took a lot of hits there, and that was not great. But I'm still alive. And I can probably get myself a nice functioning pistol at some point. I prefer to avoid using the same caliber for my primary weapon as I do for my pistol. But I can't really repair the ump or the... anything else in the C range. You have 1 upgrade. Is that worth... yeah, it's a Type C and it's only 45 cal. I don't really need to hang on to that. Mic stand, sorry. No upgrade. Damn it. Hey, how you doing? Take my shit and be gone. But I'm the thought in this equation. Oh, 90%. This is 75. You have an emergency repair? I'm going to sell you your item that I just picked up. Actually, no, I won't. That's a rare piece. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Just have to firmly grasp it. Okay. Bodysuit. Back up to full. Well, not quite. Still, worth it. Sorry, I went serious mode there for a minute. I'm back to silly mode. So, I will see if you have meds.
Whoa.
What? You don't. Great. Fine. Oh my god, really? $2,000 for 3... $2,000 for a single bottle of water with 3 gulps in it. You are lucky that you are not alone. Okay. 6 bandits. Yikes. I guess it's a good thing I'm not hostile to bandits, huh? Because this is a little miniature base right here. What's happening there? And boom goes the dynamite. You have nothing I need. Nothing. How does it feel to be so useless? You'll have to tell me. I need a Yattlin or a Baja Blast very soon. And if I don't get it, I'm going to be in trouble. Because my torso is below half, and if they land a couple good body shots or one good, like, I don't know, slug round, that could just insta-kill me. But I'm still at 3 lives, and I have some pretty good weapons lined up and ready. Oh, shit. Lined up and ready to repair. And as we know, in the zone, right to repair is sacred. As in, we'll shoot you if you try to stop us. Hello? Nope. Hmm? Oh. Let me see that. What does it say 45 caliber? It's a 9mm. I mean, it's 21 length, but yeah, it's 9mm. I've noticed a lot of the items 3D model in the world does not at all match what they actually are. Which, you know, it's modded, and the vast majority of your time, something is going to be in a container rather than on the ground. But it's one of those things. It's one of those things that just occurs to me. So far, the truck cemetery has not been too bad. I picked that fight myself. I could have walked away. They were all facing away from me. Now, the real test is going to come when the military that I know is going to be there is too juicy of a target for me to pass up. I don't know what it is about me. I see a couple lone military just sitting out in the middle of the... Okay, well... in the middle of the prairie, and I just gotta, you know, I just gotta find out what they got in their packs. What's it got in its Parkinson's? Well, we're gonna find out. I can't help myself. What did you have, precious? Wait, what am I doing? I have binoculars. Okay, so the little military encampment is usually right on the other side of that hill. That is a chimera. I may have to rethink going over there. Dag. Chimera. Oh. Controller? We're just going to dismount this. After we search it real quick, we're just going to dismount this tower and we're going to be on our way. But I have to visit that corner if I want to fast travel, so I have to thread the needle, as it were. There's a controller in one direction, a chimera in another, and a military in another. This is not a nice place right now. It looks like all of the meat, sorry, mic stand, all of the meat of this zone, this area, gathered in the southern half. Now, the controller and the chimera are not the type of enemy I can evade by going up to a high place. Pseudo-dogs, bloodsuckers, etc., etc. High place means safety. But those two? No. Not at all. In fact, I had a chimera once leap straight up on the side of a building 20 meters high and just fucking murk me right in the side of the face in one hit. So I consider the only safe distance from a chimera is all of it or the chimera's dead. I don't think that's a controversial statement. Like right now, I feel in deep danger because it's like 30 meters that way. Maybe 40. So we're going to go up to the top of this tower and we're going to take another looky-loo. Here we are. Okay. Oh. Oh, grooming kit. Damn it. I need a gunsmith kit. Please give me a gunsmithing kit. Send me your energy, chat. Okay. Can't see any military from here. Where's the Chimera? I don't see it. That's bad. Is it a Bureau? I saw a hood. Is it a Bureau? Bureau. Why is it beelining right towards me? Oh no, it's fighting a dog over there. What is it doing? It's chasing a dog. And the dog's leading it north. Ideal. Something over there. I still don't see that Chimera, and that concerns me. Oh, there it is. It's right around where I need to be, too. Lovely. Let's take a quick break. Whoa! Yo! Okay, that's good enough. Let's, sit and stand and stretch. Sit down and stand up and sit down and stand up and sit the fuck down and stand the fuck up and sit down and sit down and stand the fuck up. Or something. You know how it is. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Never underestimate the value of stretching. Save you a lot of pain someday. Yep. There we go. All right. Oh, wrong button. Anyway, as I was saying, so this Chimera is in a place I don't want it to be. I have a couple options. If I want to fast travel the zone, I have to visit the other corner. All the way there in the distance, just past the hill. It's not undoable, but I'm going to have to make my way wide left, all the way left. It's gonna be a little risky, especially if it decides to patrol that road right there. It's not undoable. I can hide in the trees till I reach the entrance of the Dark Valley, but it's going to be a perpetual risk that it is just going to see me at a distance and rush me. I don't need to deal with that. I don't need to deal with that. Because right now, a Chimera is probably going to kill me. I'm probably not going to have enough ammo to take it on. They're not always super durable. Sometimes they're actually fairly weak in health if you have the right weapon. Like something with buckshot. Or maybe a hollow point and a higher caliber. 9mm hollow point, I don't consider it viable. So, you know, we're just gonna leave that be. Okay, here we go. Welcome back from the ad break. We continue. So, as I was discussing in the ad break, this Chimera, gonna be a problem. I need to sweep, I think, left, head through the trees right here. And if I feel confident enough in the numbers, like if it's one lone military, I can take him out, grab what he's got quick. But this thing is on a big wander route all through here. So if it hears the gunfire, it may come over, Or it may just decide to wander over here. We want to avoid... Whoa, what the hell is that? We want to avoid both of those. Both. Excuse me. I need to keep it beat on its position while I'm on the move. Wait a second. I've never been there. We have to check that out first. That's gunfire from that position. Whomst? Are you firing at me? That's Russian. That's not a merc. Oh! No. No emission, please. Shit, don't attract attention. This could be really bad. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. Oh! Gotta go. No, too many. Too many. 3 at least, and I don't have I don't have the caliber for this. And god, I'm getting herded right towards the Chimera. Okay, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to make a break for the tree line. Go! Serpentine. 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 Okay, we made it. No Chimera. A lone merc is a juicy target. Oh, they're circling. But they're not heavily armored. At least one of them isn't. My arm is a little damaged, which means I'm taking rough accuracy penalties right now. It's a little shaky. I might be able to whittle him down. He can't see me very well, so he's not opening fire right now. Oh. I think he saw me. Yep, he definitely saw me. I'm a professional. Professionals have skills. My skill? I don't remember the lines. Something about, have a plan to kill everyone you meet. Oh my god! Okay. Professionals have standards. Thank you. Apparently I don't have standards. And I apparently also am deeply damaged, heavily injured. There is still another stalker out there. But I have tasty, tasty loot. Be polite, be efficient, have a plan to kill everyone you meet. There we go, thank you. Field strip, remove all, take that. Jarroddy. Or something. I don't remember things verbatim very well. Oh! You were hiding in the anomalies. Thank you for your invulnerability to anomalies. Still not dead. And neither am I. So... Ah! Ah! That was a good shot. Jeez. Look, if I could use Jarroddy and it gave me an advantage, I would do it in this game. I must specify that. Oh my god! There's 2 of them. Yup, 2. I have enough ammo for this, but I have to make it count. And behind him, 1 to his right, moving, readjusting. there's a whole squad coming up on me, and I'm going to be in a bad position to try to negotiate terms when it comes to try to make diplomatic arrangements. There's 3. I don't have the kind of safety I need to be guaranteed to escape from them if they come for me whole hog. So I have to kill them. I have no other options. My ammo adjustment, my assessment of my ammo quantity has changed to insufficient. Hang on. Oh, god damn it. This thing has the thing where it changes the accuracy of the weapon based on your firing mode. Despite the fact that that doesn't make any sense. Just apply a recoil model. Yeah, remember where the bodies were if you would, please. Thank you. First shot recoil should be identical. First shot accuracy and recoil should be identical to tap firing in semi-auto mode. There's no reason it shouldn't be. Because that's how guns work. It's the second shot and onwards that you gotta worry about. Or, you know, if you've been firing a lot, like heat deformation. Whatever. We're not tracking heat deformation. Where are you? There's no... Oh! Got him. That was a headshot. Okay, I am almost out of ammo. And I am heavily injured. But I have 5 stalkers worth of loot. Now, I've also taken 5 stalkers worth of, you know, goodwill penalty. That's my disguise suit. That's my disguise suit. Green barrel 8R215. And Akira's a green barrel. All right. Okay. This is good. This is really, really good. Okay. Okay, hang on. Do we have any green parts for this? No. We have a 47%, which is better. But our jam chance is still 16%. Barrel's at 65% reliability. It's type B, which is cheap to repair. Okay. Okay. This is an emergency weapon. So I love solid, like, thumbhole stocks. And I also like wood furniture. And I also like weird-looking weapons. The 8R fits all of these requirements. I also have some attachments for it back home. It also fires 5.56 by 4.5, which, since I'm a merc, is much more easily attainable. So this is... This is good. This is really good. PP-2000 is a bit of a weirdo weapon, but, you know, that's fine. Alright, field strip, remove all, field strip. Any other better parts? No. Type B weapons require different parts. At least my legs aren't injured. Russian AR-15 wood furniture. Yeah, it is, but I like thumbhole stocks. I really like them. It's also not a terribly common weapon outside of... Okay, nope. Outside of gun enthusiast games. Mic stand, sorry. I can't stop that thing from clicking every time I rotate it. It's just... you know, I have treated this thing with mineral oil. I have treated this thing with actual lube. And I still can't get it to stop clicking. It doesn't matter what I do, it always clicks. Yeah, I already checked these guys. I didn't check 5 bodies. I feel like I checked 4, or maybe 3. It's also nightfall. I don't like that. But you know what? Oh shit, I don't have any coffee. Okay. All right. We visit the Four Corners. We can fast travel back. I don't think I want to do Dark Valley tonight. I want to get back to the base. So we'll reach Four Corners. We will enter Dark Valley, and we will fast travel back to Dead City. Because I gotta stick by the rules I set out for myself. Fast travel is just convenience for the sake of the stream, but I have to follow the rules. Still haven't lost a life. I've been through some vicious combat so far, still haven't lost a life. A little while to go until Four Corners. We are... Yep, just over to there. There's a merc camp right here that I have to be very wary of. I'm loaded with AP rounds, though, so I may be able to one-hit KO. If I can. If it's just one guy alone, I'm taking him. I'm taking him. My accuracy is a little low, but that doesn't affect the accuracy of the bullet coming out of the barrel. It just affects the wave of my aim, so that's good. Where are you? Should be able to see him by now. This is just not there. Yeah, of course. Of course. In a gunfight. Nope, there it is. There's the ring. Now, he's usually facing the road, but I can sneak through the bushes. Hello? 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 Where is this fucker? What the hell? Is it deserted right now? I think it's deserted. I don't think there's anybody here. Once I touch that guard tower, I'm okay and I can fast travel again. But I need to make sure I'm not going to get my back shot. You know what I mean. That was actually not intentional. Okay, well, looks like it's deserted. This is the first time I found this place deserted, ever. It's fine, though. I won't complain. Some people, that's a fetish. Hi, Slapper. How you doing? Yeah, I just found a green barrel ADAR. After a really nasty fight against 5 loners. First I thought there were 2. Then I'm like, oh wait, there's 3. Oh wait, there's 4. Oh wait, there's 5. And I only have an MP5 with 9mm. Not even the 45 variant. It's just 9mm. Okay, now we can fast travel. Let's get the fuck out of here. And this is a good way for us to travel back in. Dead City ho! And we're good. Okay. Fucking hell. Can you imagine? Here he comes with a steel chair. Oh! God! Oh, for the love of God! The humanity! Just right in the back of my neck, my 5th cervical vertebrae just goes like a goddamn Punch-Out or Mortal Kombat X-ray vision. And I just turn into the meat equivalent of a potted plant. Just immediately. Gone. Lights out. Good thing I just saved. All right. I gotta remember to eat that cheese I made before it gets moldy. It's not cultured cheese. It's quick cheese, so it's not terribly resistant to outside cultures. Did my FOV hold on, I'm gonna set it to this. Now watch this. Hey, this is a average YouTuber FOV. Now, set it back to 68. Wait, no, I set it to 74 before, and it reset back to 68. There we go. Okay. Everyone's personal space is extreme. I mean, look, if you can get me the position, the location of a steel chair that I can use as a weapon, I will use it. But until that time, I think we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So this uses 9x21 SPO. I know it's SP10, but I still call it SPO. The problem is I've been getting rid of that ammo type for a while. Not great. This just needs 2 parts. But it's showing recoil spring. Oh, that's an error. Plastic chair? Yeah, I don't think that... Hang on. There's something I have to do. There's something I have to do. No, that doesn't work. Where is it? I need to find this. I need to find this quick. Before someone realizes what I'm talking about.
If you want it, then you'll have to take it.
I'm normal. This is not my problem.
Howdy.
Okay, so if you take these... Whoop! It slipped one. Thank you. Okay. So, I don't have a usable spring. No, this is not going to work very well. So I need a NATO bolt and a NATO bolt carrier, which are not terribly uncommon. But until I get them, the ADAR is going to jam all the time. Now I can get a Type B cleaning kit to make sure that the weapon isn't going to break down. Sorry. Hiccup. And it turned into a burp. I can get the cleaning kit, which ensures... I'm sorry, hang on. Okay, there it is. I almost freaked out. That it ensures that at the very least I can keep the thing functional, but it's going to jam all the time. I'm okay with jamming, as long as it works. Give me a Strelic, give me a Strelic, give me a Strelic. It's fine. Alright, that's fine. I got a Strelic on Peaky Breaky 3 times, which gave me 16,500 every single time. Which is... That hog is wild. I think we can agree that that hog is wild. Oh. And we will get the cleaning kit. I am the storm. There's one I saw that was like... It was like... And it was just like scraping across the floor. But that's wood furniture. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm thinking about the meme again. If you want it, you'll have to take it. I have to play Devil May Cry 5 on stream. I've never done it on stream. I have to. It's too good. It exceeded expectations. So the field armor toolkit, except for crafting, I don't think it's worth a goddamn thing. But it's good for crafting. So crafting it will be used for. Okay. And I will sell this, and I will drop this. And SB10, if I can get a spring, a 45 spring, I sold it to him. God damn it. Okay. This is simple. One day we'll get 6.
Take your girlfriend out.
One day.
You're here for 4 more months. I'll take care of her, dude. I'll check in on her. Is that alright?
I'm gonna kill that guy. I'm gonna kill that guy. Hey, wait, this is a Soviet. This is a 45 spring. Hang on. Where did I get this? Well, apparently I now have the proper parts to get the Gyrza working. So now I have 9x21. And I have 39 rounds? Holy shit. I've been lucking out. Okay. That's enough to get that pistol's up and running. That pistol is up and running. All right. Okay, cool. We have a functional Gyrza.
Go home, take your girlfriend out.
Can you stop talking about fucking people's girlfriends, please?
Here for 4 more months. I'll take care of her, dude. I'll check in on her. Is that alright?
Goddamn. 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 Rude. Okay. No one blame me if I kill him, right? So I gotta keep this on me despite the fact that it's heavy because it is a disguise suit. A loner disguise suit will let me get through the cordon without problems, but I have to double check and make sure that the disguise system works as I thought it works. Because it is very fickle. And I might need to slow walk and keep my weapon pocketed at all times whenever I'm within sight of them. Despite the fact that they're fooled very easily by one of their infiltrators and being an NPC infiltrator with an SVD, which isn't even used by these factions, they will still see me a mile away. We don't want that. Okay, Gyrza is functional. So we're gonna keep that in second slot. This in the first slot. And we're gonna we're gonna maintain this. Barrel clean. And that's all we need to do right now. So because it says it's a 15% jam probability, I want you to look at those probabilities, fucking ignore them. When it says 15%, that means a 90% jam probability on every shot. When it says 1%, that's 10%. When it says 2%, that's 40%. It's vibes based. When it says 0.001%, still 10%. You need to remember that. It's entirely vibes based. It is not accurate.
Now that's more like it.
That beauty. That beauty. Oh, goddamn. Yeah. See, the thing is, it looks almost exactly like a Makarov. It's just bigger. And that's funny to me. So does this take a... No, it doesn't. Exactly. That's exactly what happens. So we need to... Whatever. It's an emergency weapon. We can carry the emergency ammo. It's a light... The 8R is deceptively light as it is. So... It's a semi-auto. It's got decent accuracy, decent handling, pretty good damage, and it takes 5.56. Now, that could be way better, but we don't have anything else that we can actually repair up to that stage right now, so this is one of our best options. Yeah. So I'm just going to sell this tentacle. Hey. Take these. Pendants, excuse me. And we're going to stash the Nemiroff. Don't have a gunsmithing kit yet, so I can't really resupply my ammo. Sorry, mic stand. Don't even have a basic toolkit yet. This is only hour 2 of this character's life. We've just entered hour 2. So, yeah. Could be better. Could also be way worse. We haven't lost a life yet. So I think if we get an entire stream without losing a life, that is a new record for a new character. Because we almost always take at least a little bit of life attrition in the first or second stream. Dog meat, dog meat. There we go. Okay. I think we're solid. I don't think we can drop anything else off. I think we're just as we can possibly be. So if I find any parts that are Type B parts for the... Sorry, not Type B parts. If I find any... If I find any ADAR 215 compatible parts, if I put them in the ADAR, I can repair them with a Type B maintenance kit, despite the fact that they usually go in Type C weapons. Oh, no problem. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out. It's good to meet you. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, we're solid. We're in a solid place. I think I can sell these Soviet cigarettes because all I care about is the rad reduction. I don't care about the inherent value. Also, these are worth 2,500. He's taking them for 167 rubles. I need you to know that is... That's 5%. He pays 5% of the sale value. That is not fair. That's just fucked. You know, I'm going to look that up. I'm going to see if anyone else complained about that. And what I'm probably going to see is get good, or if you don't like it, don't play it. Because the community behind Gamma varies between some very nice people and some of the most hostile motherfuckers you'll ever meet. Let's see. Stalker Gamma, 5% sale value. People think they're totally accurate. I don't think so. You know what? Fuck it. I'm making an executive decision. I'm raising the sale value to 10% off of 5%. 10%. That's what I'm doing. I'm making that decision. It's an executive decision. Because I'm an executive of something. I don't know. I don't know. Where's the progression options? I don't know where progression is. I can't find it, so I may just leave it alone because I have to. I think I can't find it. Shit. Well, my spite-based mod change. Oh, smooth progress? I'm sorry, what? What? Oh god, did I just reset all my options? Hang on. No, don't tell me I reset all my options. Grass, grass, grass. Hang on. Did I reset all my options? Don't tell me I accidentally hit the reset button. Hang on. What? Hang on. No, I didn't. Okay, woo! Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. I don't know where the sale options are, which means I may just have to let it be. Wait, progression difficulty. Here we are. Sale at a minimum condition. Money rewards, leaving that as is. Earned goodwill, leaving that as is. Repair cost doesn't factor. Okay, trade price sell 1.2. It doesn't have, it's not, okay, by default it's 5%. So if I bump that up, it's gonna double everything. I don't want to double, let's just go to 1.5. And we're leaving everything else alone. Now let's see what happens. It is worth 4,000. He buys it for 835. I think that's acceptable. I think that's very acceptable. In real life, he would still be making a fucking bank on that. Oh my God, is it individually set for every single item? It is. Okay. Because, like, here's the thing. There are certain situations where, like, artifacts are the worst about it, right? If you get an artifact and it says its base value is 80,000 rubles, you go to a guy, try to sell it, even if it's perfect condition. He's like, I'll give you 1,000 rubles for it. So 1/80th. That won't fly with me. It's not going to fly with me. It makes basically no sense whatsoever, because then the base value is completely irrelevant to the actual gameplay. No relevance to the actual gameplay. It doesn't tell you anything. So, you know. Anyway. Wait, did I just... No, I didn't. Okay, okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. So yeah, I think our inventory was in the best state it's going to be. So we need to go... 1,850 is needed to get medical attention. We're going to have to sell a couple things. Sell that. Okay. And we'll sell that. All right, we need to drop that off. Vodka, vodka, vodka. We'll keep vodka for the anti-rads. Wait, no, that doesn't actually reduce your rads. So sell that. Sleeping pills. Don't need it. Sell it. Okay, we're in a better position than we were before. All right. If anybody takes issue with the adjustments I make to difficulty,
I'll take care of her, dude.
let's be just very honest here. Let's be very honest. You're here to watch me play a video game. If you want to watch someone play the hardest of the hard modes, there are other people for that. This is already really fucking hard. You're here to watch me play a video game. So the more I enjoy myself, with occasional spikes of despair, the more I play the video game. So, you know. Okay, see, you get more suffering long term. You know the marshmallow thing where like kids get the ability to deny impulse and also object permanence at the same time, saying, hey, there's a marshmallow here. If you don't eat the marshmallow when I leave, I will come back and give you 2 marshmallows. There's a hard dividing line at which age kids are able to really conceptualize that for all but like exceptional cases. And it's like 3 or 4 years old, maybe 5. After 5, they understand. Just wait. Before that, they cannot force themselves to do it. Suffering is marshmallows. Think about that. If you wait, and you allow small concessions here and there, you get more marshmallows. You feel me? Yeah. More marshmallows for everybody. Everybody's happy. Oh, I gotta ask you this. Have you ever had an actual marshmallow? Because I never have. Marshmallows over here are just puffed sugar cakes. They're just like little chunks of sugar that's been made into like a soft, fluffy cake. I don't know how common actual marshmallow is outside of the US. I've never tried one. I want to try it. Army warehouses document? Yeah, I'll take it. Because apparently there's a mallow plant that grows in marshes. And like, if you like cook the core right.
It's the one bad thing about being up front. No women.
But there's a lady like 20 feet away from you. She's fucking, literally, her name was like, I think Xena or something. You had marshmallows and also peeps. But have you had an actual marshmallow? Because there's a plant called the marshmallow. If you extract the center of the root and you cook it a certain way, it becomes poofy and it's sweet, but it's not as sweet. Well, okay, just people trust me on this one. Vanished signal, that's loot from the bodies. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, if you get the option to, they're in the dead city. Okay. Dead city. Dead city. This is all dead city missions. We're going to go to bed first. And then we're going to wake up and... Well, we're going to get medical attention first. Then we're going to wake up and we're going to do those missions. Fluffernutters? I love fluffernutters. I also love... Nutty Buddies. Which are not close, but they're similar flavors. Nutty Buddies are... chocolate-covered wafers with peanut butter in them. And they are delicious. There we go. So we're repaired. We are no longer fully repaired. Lovely. We are going to sell this guitar. I took his guitar after he healed me from the brink of death. And now I sold it. And now he no longer has a guitar, and I have a little bit of money. Okay. So we just go in here.
Howdy.
Howdy. Why are you making your voice sound like this?
Anyway. I'm sorry, what? I'm not tired enough? I'm 3% off. Give me a break here. All right, fine. Night mission. Oh, boy. Chat, this might be a bad idea. But we're going to do it. So we take the AP. We load our AP rounds. Now, where is this military presence? If we can plink the military...
How's your family doing?
From a distance... we can force them to come at the mercenaries, and they can get gunned down by the mercenaries. I did it again. God damn it. Now my leg is going to hurt when I run. All right. I can't see shit.
What you got for me?
Nothing. Shut up. Okay. How about this? We're gonna go through the building. We're gonna take a second floor position. Uh-oh. That's an artifact. There's an artifact just sitting there. Oh! I can't see anything. I hate night missions. Shut up. Okay. I think I'm okay to make it over to the base of the building and grab this artifact. Oh, good. Hey, I got an artifact. It's called About? I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before. Oh! Okay, gonna take that a little more careful. Oh my god. It's gonna re-roll the artifact. Well, that's one life down. What is About? What is the artifact called About? About? I don't know anymore because I have fucked myself by getting one sprayed by a goddamn military member. This tin motherfucking soldier just walked up and I was done. Battery. The ICU skate is getting pretty thin.
I'm listening, man.
Mad. Okay. Don't rush right over there. God damn. No, it's still there. Okay. If we take the mission, the military might spawn, so we're not going to take the mission yet. Oh, he's right there. No, there's the mission. Ooh, ooh. Yep, we'll take that. Nope. Yep. They can't see me because it's dark. That's an assassination mission. Nice. Okay. It jammed. Oh my god! Lurker spawned right in front of me. Oh my god, there's multiple angles. Don't throw a grenade here. Please, for love of God, don't. Oh god! Okay. Well, I didn't get that kill, which sucks for me, but... sure. Yay. That was a lot of activity, and it actually made my game lag. So much activity, it made my game lag. It's still kind of lagging. I don't know where the guy's body went. My game is still laggy, and my encoding is lagging. What is happening? Okay. My encoding is still lagging. What is happening? Okay. So... here's the thing. Huh. I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate that so much. I hate that so much. Here's the thing. Every now and then, because Stalker is Stalker, and no one's here yet. I need y'all to refresh. Just refresh. If you refresh, the problem will be gone. Okay. Every now and then, because Stalker is made on a nearly 20-year-old game engine, when something weird happens in Stalker with scripting, my video encoding in OBS will max out, and my VRAM will max out, and the game will start breaking, and OBS will stop encoding successfully. Now, I don't have any way of predicting when that's going to happen. I don't. I cannot predict when that's going to happen. All I know is the only fix I found so far is to restart the stream encoding. If anyone knows what the problem is, please let me know. It doesn't just happen with Stalker, it also only happens with Vintage Story. Vintage Story is the only other game Vintage Story is the only other game that has ever done this. It's it's a very unique problem that I've had. But I have an artifact. What is about? It's ball. It's not called about, it's ball. So there were 2 artifacts. Yep. Okay, so there were 2 artifacts that, sorry. No. There were 2 articles that I got that popped up at the same time. One of the articles was the one for ball, and one is the one for about artifacts, because that's the first artifact I found. Because the titles are formatted identically, except it's just about, I thought there was an artifact called about. There is not. It's ball. And it's worthless. Unless you have a particular hate on for dogs and cats. Mutant dogs and cats, to be clear. Anyway, I'm back now, and I can sell some stuff. Sell. Soviet cigarettes. This vodka. Go. We want to hold on to sulfa-dimethoxine. Sulfa-dimethoxine. We want to hold on to those because they are used to craft some of the higher tier medicines. However, sleeping pills and caffeine tablets are... Well, let's hold on to the caffeine tablets. Sleeping pills are optional. I don't really use them. I could have used them right there, but I would rather just get some missions done instead. Dog meat, dog meat. Okay. We are good. We're good. Oh my god. You. Field strip. You. Disassemble. This takes a trigger. And it takes a spring.
Shit.
Here we are. I already had the 45 spring on me. Isn't that funny? There we go. I like this music. It's like Silent Hill music. This is the music that played after I returned from conquering Lab X16 for the first time. We are on stream for that, actually.
Who are you kidding? Only Delta gets that kind of practice.
Alright. Now we sell needed parts.
Well, spill it.
I've spilled a lot of things, but nothing in front of you, I'll tell you that much. There we go. And we dropped this. So we lost our first life on the first day. We still did that. That's not our PB. We didn't beat our PB. However, it's important to note that we didn't lose our first life until nearly midnight. And I think that's progress. I do. I think that's progress. I'm sure there are people who could do better, but you know what? I did good. For my standards. Ever forward, chat. Ever forward. Isn't that always how it is? Wow, the ADAR is lighter than the MP5A3. That is unexpected. How does that work? How does that work? You know what? I'm not gonna question it. Maybe the 8R is a bigger weapon and it uses wood furniture instead of composite or polymer. It's just nope, that's just made up. Okay, that's fine. Who cares really? It doesn't matter. Oh. I'm still emotionally recovering from that death. I thought I had some. I really did. Thought I had something. It's okay. We're still doing good. So we get you. Job is done. Oh, information for sale first. Ah, cheaper than the last one. Job is done. Nice. That's good mission. Good money, I mean. Now we can afford to buy the Type B repair kit. And no other parts work for this. Okay. 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 We should buy the emergency repair kit. Yeah. That's good. That's good. You maintain parts. Barrel. Good. Type A, I have 65% on the gears of barrel. That's gonna break before I know it. So I need to oh, wrong one. I need to buy a Type A repair kit as well. It's probably better to just have that around anyways. Boom. Maintain parts. There. Now that's at basically full condition. And that one lets me fire it from the hip. Cool. Well, fire it canted. Hey. Rude.
What do you want?
48% sleep, not great.
I didn't quite get what they were trying.
Medical assistance, 1850. So there's only one military guy. I could have taken him, but unfortunately he was doing too much damage to me and I was at risk of losing another life. So I didn't take him. And that was my folly. I failed. I failed, chat. Sometimes failure...
Going off at night, I can't sleep.
Sometimes failure is a part of it. Trader, take this guitar. If I catch that motherfucker softly weeping, or gently weeping, or anything of that nature, your ass is grass. I'm just saying. Okay. Why are you not selling me 545? It's NATO. I might have to gain trust.
How's your family doing?
Don't talk to me. Okay. That'll do it. All right, now what's the ammo penetration on SPO? SP10? 32 versus AP 34. Not bad, very close. So this pistol is very close to armor penetration. 52 on the 5.56 though. 29 on the standard FMJ 5.56 versus 17 on the 9x19 millimeter FMJ. That is a pretty substantial difference. But I'm not about to face mercs. I'm about to face mutants. So... yes. Okay. Eliminate dangerous mutants right here. They're in the school. I can't do much with that. There is a... oh, right. Okay, I had to turn in the subcontractor contract killing. Because he wanted the military dead, and he doesn't care who did it, but I get paid for it. Which is lovely.
What do you want?
Yes! A protein bar, the true prize. Not really. But, you know, I'll take what I can get. So free stalkers, I'm at minus 60. Considering I killed 5 of them. Hi, Iris. That's not... Oh, I killed 6 of them. That's not bad.
Protein.
Anybody else remember Agretzko? How you doing tonight, Iris? Jammed. He does the wick flick. Lost episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000 was just found. I didn't know there was a lost episode. Neat. We have to go dark for a second, y'all. We defeated the U.S. military. Good job, Gordon. Oh! Big! Bloodsucker! No, not like this. Not like this. Okay. Oh my god. Isn't a garage sale? Neat. Hang on. Okay. Oh, it's...
This is the end for me.
Okay. Well, there's another 1,800 rubles. Nope, can't sprint at all. I'm stuck slow walking. Y'all like slow walking? Apparently. Just gonna... We'll be there in about 3 minutes. I could just use a bandage. Oh, finished. No, it doesn't work. Okay. It's because our health is low enough, it doesn't matter. I just wasted a bandage. Alright, cool. Let's just move our little pizzas. Don't pay attention to the shadows, they're not real. See that down there on the bottom left? That's a bad time. 2 hits from a bloodsucker, and I lost 10% of my durability on my armor, 5% of my durability on my gas mask, and I almost died. That is why we don't fuck with bloodsuckers.
Finished.
Without a nice high place to stand. And you saw I sprinted from it at top speed. Didn't matter. Didn't matter at all. Didn't matter in the slightest. Sometimes it's just how it rolls. Now, if I level up my sprinting a little bit, I'll go slightly faster. Like, the next level of sprinting, I think I go 2% faster, which would probably have been enough to actually outrun it. But, you know, bloodsuckers are bloodsuckers.
I'm out.
Yep. Well, there's a lot of levels. Remember, Peaky Breaky was on level 13 on sprinting. And that was, he was really fast. Yeah, I know I was here 5 minutes ago. I know I was here 5 minutes ago. Give me a break. Still not tired enough to sleep. He did have them speedy feats. I'm taking your medicine now, by the way. Yeah, I'm taking it right through your cabinet. I don't even give a shit about your property's physical coherence. Thank you for the medical care. We got a Baja Blast and Yadalin, and we got a Psyblock for free. Now, I know I'm really tempted to sell that. I'm not going to sell that because Psyblock could save my life. You know how it is. All right. I'm out of fucking 5.56. So there's my emergency weapon. And I can't even buy SP10. And you're out of nearly all of your 9x19 ammo. So I'm just kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. in terms of, oh, look at that, we're fucked. But when tomorrow comes, we will be able to buy more because they will restock. They restock once every 24 hours. So 8 a.m. is when I first bought something from them, which means that 8 a.m. they will be restocking. Okay. Okay. How much we can do here? We can't sleep yet, so we just have to hope we can clear the mutants out. That was an unrelated mutant. Unrelated, chat. Completely unrelated to the mission. Just a bloodsucker just standing there in the middle of the night. I mean, that is... does seem like the time of day that a bloodsucker would be doing that. So, give me a sec. Okay, I had to check the time because my timer resets when I had to restart my stream feed. We have another hour and 45 minutes, I'd say. Just about that. If not a little more. So I saw what appeared to be the bloodsucker run into an anomaly and get mulched. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Its remains even got mulched. So I will say it's probably done. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be any threats, though. In fact, there'll be a threat right around here. Oh, okay. No, it's telling me no. Oh, there he is. Stop moving. Stop moving. I can't get a beat on him. I can't approach the window either. I have to wait until he wanders into sight again. There he is. Can you stop? Oh my god. He's making me so mad. How about this? Here? Nope. He sees me. He just has no interest in making it easy on me. Nope. Can't I? Thank you. Okay. How are you still alive? Thank you. Alright. Can't loot him, so there goes that. Hang on. You know, the interesting thing is I've never seen artifacts in a psi field. Do psi fields get artifacts? Does someone know? Like, psi fields alone? I've never checked. Or rather, it's never paid off. Huh. I was gonna say this would make a nice apartment, but there's no roof. It's okay, there's plenty of apartments in the other buildings. Oh. Caffeine tablet, 5 uses. That's full caffeine, nice. You can sell that. Up. Alright, I'm sorry, this said caffeine tablet 5 uses, and I appear to have 4 uses. I already had... What the fuck was that? I heard something really weird outside of my headphones in the corner of my office. It was like... And if that's a ghost... Hey, if that's a ghost, it turns out ghosts are real, can you wait until after the stream, please? Thank you. Occupado.
What do you want?
I want you to shut the fuck up. Hey. You can only sell that 4 at a time. Not worth it. Wait. Nope. Nope. Can't do that. Can't split it either. Hang on. Separate. Times 4. Nope. It changed back. Alright. Fine. 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 Dicks. I have no interest. You lost my interest. We are 1% from being able to sleep. And once we get that, we sleep.
Listening.
Thank you. Now. What? No. Now. Contract killer, where are you? Still in the cordon. Enemy documents in the air tower are in a very easy space. Eliminate target is an assassination mission. He is an agriprom and he's staying there. Okay, this is so far very doable. So we got Truck Cemetery, we go Dark Valley, then we go Garbage. We go Garbage, Agriprom, back to Garbage, down to Cordon. Or, alternatively, we go Truck Cemetery, Dark Valley, Meadow, Cordon, Garbage, Agriprom, Yantar, Wild Territory. Now, there's only one way into the Wild Territory that doesn't go through Rostock, but if I explore all of these, I can just fast travel my way back like a snail. A snail shell, you see, like a nautilus. Like that. Like a spiral. Like an Uzumaki.
What do you want?
If you will. Straight up Junji Ito in it. Or something. Something like that. We're going to wake up at 6 a.m. Nice and early. Good. All right. Drinky. And E.T. That gives us... Do not tell me it's lagging again. It's not. Okay. E.T. That gives us adrenaline, which lets us sprint nearly indefinitely at this carryway. Oh my god. Can y'all fucking move, please? Please? Fuck it. Do you have inventory? It's only 6 a.m. I know. A little early? Nope, you can't do it early. All right, no exceptions? No exceptions. You're an asshole. Got it. We go as is. We go as is. We can't go to that campfire to cook because, well, it's, you know, surrounded by anomalies. So we go this way. What is that? Oh, it's Dags. Dags. I'm sorry, why couldn't I fire for like several seconds? It didn't let me fire my weapon. I pulled... Hang on. Wait. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Watch this. Click, 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 click. Okay. Yeah, you have to let the animation play out before you can shoot, and the animation lasts a second and a half. Okay, so I just took 20% of my life for no reason. I need medication. Ah, fuck. Wait. Did I just... I did do that. I gotta buy meds before I can leave.
Well,
because I exhausted all of my medication. That's the problem. You know who else is vibing? Ronald Reagan in hell. Hopefully. I know that was out of nowhere, but like I'm in a certain state. You understand? I'm in a certain state.
What's up?
2,500. 5,000. Back to where we were. 1,885. It's either this or getting myself those deals. I want that caffeine. I can't sell half of these is the problem. Nah, whatever. Fine. Thank you, Yadelin. No! My post heal is no longer applicable. My first aid, excuse me. So now I just wasted the Yodelin. If I sprint, is it enough to damage my leg? Or my body? Okay, thankfully it does not appear so. Let's eat some...
Come back.
Eat us to foodus?
English.
Hello, I am American. I like hamburger. English enough for you? Fuck off. Okay. I like hamburger. Big hamburger. Package in the northeastern region of the Army warehouses. I need to go to the base. So we're walking. And we're walking, and we're walking, and we're looking to our left, and we're walking. Okay, good. I'm feeling pretty feisty right now. I'm also feeling pretty hungry right now. So last night, roommates brought home a firehouse sub. Well, several of them. I got one. It was the chicken rancher. Now, I have maintained that I despise ranch dressing unless it's on chicken bacon ranch. This was chicken bacon ranch. And I stand by that. Ranch dressing's only purpose is to be with chicken and bacon. And it's excellent that way. Any other way, it's terrible. Objectively. Absolutely objectively. Definitely not subjectively. It's definitely not like a matter of taste or anything. There was fighting over here. I'd better switch to AP. The first time in a long time, I'm more full up on armor piercing than I am on standard. That's not a mercenary band. This might be hostile. It's not freedom. Is it an ecologist? It's probably ecologists. Sounds like zombies the way they're firing. That is... I had a perfect shot on you, and you just move? You just move. Someone just died. Good for me or bad for me? We're about to find out, chat. Just don't like one spray me and finish me off immediately. I'm just asking for a fighting chance. That's all I'm asking for. Okay. Circling around. Let's... Oh, goddammit. I drifted away from my desk again. I was a foot and a half away from my desk. That's gonna get me killed. This guy's just wandering around inside the building. It's not helping me. Mercs in the army warehouses south of the abandoned village. That's our checkpoint. Damn it. Got him. Is that everyone? So it's renegades, boars, and what appeared to be a single loner. Okay. Okay. Yeah, renegades, boars, and a single loner. I'm glad they killed each other off before I could get into that scrap. This is good. Got an ejector in good condition. It's so close to 60, though. Damn. Well, not that close, but you know what I mean. Conceptually, it was close to 60. Did my FOV revert again? It didn't. I'm just paranoid, apparently. Okay, fine. Fine and dandy. My first computer was a Tandy. All right. I'm sorry. Since when do you get dibs on a board? Excuse me? Whatever, it's fine. Hey, an anomaly map. Absolutely useless to me, but good selling. Renegade LC suit? Don't care. I don't care. I never want to disguise myself as a renegade. There's no purpose to that. Shot him in the face? Oh yeah, I did. About 3 minutes back. You may be on a heavy delay, or you're just commenting now. If you are on a delay, thought you might want to know about it, which is why I mentioned it. Yo! Green Barrel N94! Okay, okay. Yo! That's really good. Alright. And other gears at green. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, fuck! Radiation, radiation, radiation. Okay, I was apparently sitting in a radioactive zone. Didn't even notice. Time to smoke a nice, tasty Marlboro. Before I take too much health damage. At this rate, I'm gonna anyways. So I was gonna have to use health items anyways. Good thing I bought health items. Oh shit, did I loot this guy? Yeah, I did. Okay.
I love me the taste of a delicious Marlboro cigarette. When I'm out on the prairie rustling cattle, doing whatever the hell I'm doing these days and ages, I like to smoke a nice Marlboro cigarette. Marlboro, where the taste goes.
Yo! If I can disguise myself as a loner, which I can, then I have something to turn into hip to get a basic toolkit. Bing, bang, boom, baggy. Baggy? Bagel? What the fuck? Baby is what I was attempting to say. Hey. I am non-hostile. You are ecologist, yes? You do big science of world? Army... Yeah, okay. You better not send me to that sci field. There we go. Nope. Okay, we're good. We're gonna pass by a couple of those, actually. Putinka? Putinka's fine. Putinka's rad fodder, because Putinka is not the kind of vodka that we can trade into the trader. Nemiroff vodka, the red label vodka, is the kind we want to like accumulate, because that stuff, if you get 20 of that, you can get a basic toolkit from that guy in Yantar, as well as some other things if you save up enough. Who are you? Military? Not anymore, you're not. Now you're retired military. Congratulations. Oh, is that a merc? Injured? Injured merc? Where? Where are you?
Hurry up, I'm bleeding out!
Hey, take a first aid kit.
Much better now.
Hey, you owe me your life.
Howdy.
Ah, damn it. I can't ask him if he wants to accompany me. How do you manage to stay alive? Whatever. So that guy is a friend now. He's friendly. I gave him one of my med kits, which was an expensive choice, but he's friendly. And someday I may be able to ask him to accompany me when he's free. Mossberg. I will. I'm gonna need to fast travel back to Dead City pretty soon. Like really soon, because I've been getting some really good loot. Unexpectedly. In fact, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's just do that. I know I'm gonna find more shit. Oh, I can't use that stash. I know I'm gonna find more shit before long. I know I am. So may as well get it over with when I still have like 5 kilograms left. Because that's 2 weapons and that's gone. Maybe 3 pistols. I needed a nice pair of short shorts. Y'all like short shorts?
What do you want? What do you want?
Who wears short shorts? I'm sorry, forgive me. Yeah, with the coming of the heat, I think I'm gonna get a nice pair of shorts out. Sometimes. I mean, actually, no, I don't have any right now. I'm not talking like Daisy Dukes, but I'm talking like it's some nice... So, you know in the 90s how shorts, like, the hem of the shorts gradually went lower and lower until it was around knee height. And then it went higher again, but only like a few inches until it was like just like a couple inches above the knee. I want something that's like 4 or 5 inches above the knee, like mid-thigh. I want to get some good mid-thigh. I do have some close to mid-thigh shorts that I call my fuck me shorts because they leave literally nothing to the imagination. But they are rather comfortable. Except when something specific happens. But you know how it is. Okay, so you should have restocked. You did restock. Okay, great. Good for you, because I was going to be really mad at you if you didn't. And I was going to take it out on you in ways that you cannot begin to comprehend. Take this. Take that, too. Yes, also take that. And also take this. I don't need it. I have 2 of those in my kit already. We'll take that. We're going to keep the warhead. What we are going to do, it doesn't matter if there are parts in the TAWS. All that matters is that it is a TAWS. The 194 specifically. So you can remove all the parts from it. It can be red barrel. It just needs... Yeah, exactly. It just needs to exist. I also need 20 rounds of double-aught buckshot. Sorry, 20 gauge buckshot. I don't know where the double-aught came from. And then I can get a basic toolkit from HIP. Provided I figure out how disguises work. Okay. We're going to take some FMJ. 60 of them. Because we're about to make a little bit of money back.
I'm listening.
No, you're not. Take this. Thank you. What? Oops. No, it's okay. Take this. We're going to keep this with us. See if we have the parts. Please have the parts. We do have 2 of the parts. That means we are 2 parts off from having a fully functioning AN-94. AN-94 is a good goddamn rifle. Problem is it just has high recoil. But it's also 5.4539, which is a caliber we wanted to use. We can't use it now, however. So, regrettably, we just have to leave it behind for a little while. Yep, you there, you there, you there. Boom, and boom, and boom. I've been doing a lot less killing than usual, but I've also been doing a lot less dying and hurting than usual, bar some unfortunate circumstances. So I think my approach is good. I just need to be consistent. This is 2.9 kilograms. Yeah, okay, this is good. This is good. This is solid. This is dependable. This is Jeopardy. I don't know why I said that like that. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. But sometimes, chat, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? That also didn't make any sense. Truly, I'm just babbling at this point. 75%. Okay. Situation is fine. Keeping Putinka for anti-rad measures. And everything else we currently have, we are keeping hold of. That's it. As much as I would like to figure out some sort of Hail Mary approach to getting this AN-94 up and running, I don't have one. You need an AVR gas system and a 3-mod trigger. We don't have either one of those. We don't have either one of those. And I don't think we can possibly buy it because it's like 4,000 for a decent... Yeah, it's like 4 grand and some change for a decent part for guns. If not more, if it's really rare. Wrong person to talk to. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, we don't have any of that. For some reason, this guy is not selling a lot of NATO parts. He's selling a couple, but he's not selling a lot. Doesn't fill me with confidence about this base, but I can't do anything about it. We only have 1,251 rubles. That's not enough for much of anything. We didn't have a blowout or a mission yesterday. At all. I can't help but notice that. Did anyone else know that? Notice that, excuse me? We didn't have a blowout or a mission yesterday? Because that's weird. It's supposed to be once every 24-hour period. Well, we must have, because the anomalies are gone. Yeah, the anomalies are gone. So we must have had one. It might have been when I was fast traveling. What is this? Why are you afflicting me with some sort of ailment? We are not going to make the mistake of fast traveling to the farmstead. The only thing that's basically guaranteed to be clean is the merc checkpoint. Anything else could have been restocked with enemies before we even knew it. Because that stuff happens in the background. And I've noticed dynamic, like, NPC repositioning and monster spawning and stuff seems to happen, like, without any real speed limitations. Because, like, NPCs can travel halfway across the entire game world in a space of one fast travel that takes about 2 hours. They just kind of teleport.
Howdy. Well,
So you can't assume a previously hostile point that you just cleared is still cleared. It's a good way to die. Good way to die hard. With a vengeance. How are we feeling? We're a little hungry. Okay, I'll eat. We don't have any caffeine except in the form of tablets. I think it's better to use that now. So we have a bunch of sprint capability should we run into issues. Look, it's the default Resident Evil Village FOV. This is what the game looks like by default. How can you aim at anything? Yeah, I don't fucking know. Liable to make me sick. I also remember how Resident Evil Village didn't launch with an FOV slider. Do y'all remember that? Because I played that on release day or very shortly after. I can't remember which. And it was stuck at, did you know, 60 degrees field of view. 60. 60. Not 90, which is the bare minimum, the absolute bare minimum. 60. I don't know who can play that without throwing up, but it wasn't me. I had to download a Steam community fan mod. And the animations were fucked. Oh my god. Okay, thanks. Assholes. Oh my god. That pisses me off. That fireball just zeroed me right in the face. Damn it. Oh, thanks.
Damn.
Hell's Walls. Oh, that's here. My health is not restoring fast enough to make me feel comfortable. What? There's nothing in the Hell's Walls. Okay. Hell's Walls. This is the Bloodsucker Village. Oh my god. Okay, so it's not applying the map pin or the name of the area correctly. It's just kind of throwing it out there. Say, hey, it's somewhere in the Bloodsucker Village. Not incredibly helpful. Ugh. I am not personally familiar with every aspect of these Fireball's routes, but it feels like sometimes they veer off course just to hit you in the face. Soap? It's tourniquet. I'll take it. They also fly through walls, so I have to be... Oh no. Poltergeist? Nope, something else. What? Oh, it's the fucking moss. Okay. There's an artifact up there. I'm not sure if that's my artifact, though. Because I have to find a survey artifact. For the boss. The scientist. And if I don't find the specific place it spawns in, then I won't get the mission completion. Fuck! Okay, I should be safe from the anomaly up here. Don't hit me with heat damage up here, I beg you. It's hitting me with heat damage. Ah! Ah! No! God! Please! Please! That's a sample. Fuck you. Fuck you for this mission. I hate you. You suck. And you broke my helmet. And you used 2 of my goddamn medkits in here. I hate heat. I hate the heat. I hate it. I hate it. Did you know? No! Out of nowhere. Completely out of nowhere. Just completely out of nowhere. He was apparently nearby. And I heard no footsteps. I heard no voices. I was behind partial cover. And then I died. Stalker.
What do you want?
That's fucking Stalker! Well, now we know we use less meds. Yes, I'm down to 1 life. Yes, I know. I'm down to 1 life, and I have 12 hours before I get it back. I know. But what could I possibly do? Like, genuinely. What could I possibly do? I have to keep going. I just gotta keep going. Now we know where the artifact is, and now we know there's a risk of an enemy stalker. Oh my god. I'm used to the army warehouses not being that dangerous, but I have to remember I'm a mercenary now, so 2 out of 4 of the factions that come through here, instead of 1 out of 4, are hostile to me. Stalkers, no. 3 out of 5, excuse me, instead of 2 out of 5. So mercs are not hostile. However, loners and duty are hostile, as well as renegades. So that's 4 out of 6. Fuck. You know, don't ask me to do math, even if it's simple math, because I'm gonna get mad. Okay? Okay. Oh my god, it's invisible! Alright, so right back to where we were. Fucking invisible anomalies. Oh, now I can see it because it's against the wall. I couldn't see it before because it was against the fucking bush. No. No, my leg, my leg, my leg. This house is enormous. What the hell? This house is enormous. Y'all, this house is enormous. Am I getting smaller? There he is. I see you, asshole. Picked a bad time to take this medication. Oh, no! Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna cry. Multi-tool. If I die again, I'm dead. I'm just dead. Did I hit him? I might have grazed him. Stop yelling at me! I'm doing my best! Keep yelling. Because I need to know where you are. Good. Thank you. Where are you? Thank you. Will you please? Thank you. God. That's the guy that killed me. It's the same weapon. I recognize the gunfire. God damn it. Okay. Nope. Not my problem. See, the basement is so... This house is twice normal size. The basement is so big that I took fall damage going down the ladder. Normally you have to crouch when you're in those basements, otherwise your head scrapes the ceiling. Not this time. You were alone? I think you're alone. Yeah. Oh my god! It veered right for me! I hate this place. I fucking hate this place so much. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. It's just, it wants me dead. Fuck this place. Ugh. I should... No, this is... Okay. No. No, 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 no. Oh. Fuck. I gotta use this. I gotta use this. I gotta use it. I gotta use it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'm losing my goddamn mind. I'm losing my goddamn mind. My Yadelin did nothing? Well, there goes all of my medication. All of it. It's gone. It's just gone. I only have one med kit left. Yeah, I know I'm hungry. I'm fucking poverty stricken in a lot of ways, okay? You have to wait. Oh. No, 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 no. No, 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 no! Oh, fuck. GG. Character gone. So, I went from doing the best I've ever done to essentially getting shit on constantly. Constantly. Until I died. That's Stalker. Okay. That's all I can handle right now. That's all I can handle. I can't handle it anymore right now. It was just too much. That wasn't even speed running, West Coast. I was doing great, and then I just kept getting critical one. Natural one, natural one, natural one, natural one, natural one, natural one, constantly. And then just boom, just done. It's done. War of attrition. I got worn away into a nub, and then I just died. Because that's how these things go. I am just fucked. I'm fucked. That's it for tonight. Thank you so much for coming by, all y'all. Been absolutely lovely. This is not the last stream of the week. We still have something tomorrow. So tomorrow, I mentioned that I didn't know exactly what I was going to do because I had a couple different options. So I now think I know what I'm going to do. I am going to play White Knuckle, and if I feel like it, thank you, I will sidelong right into, I think, My Voice Zoo or Quarantine Zone The Last Check. These are two things that are good streamer bait, so to speak, but I also was interested in playing them myself just for the fun of it. So we're doing White Knuckle and either Quarantine Zone Last Check or My Voice Zoo. It depends on how White Knuckle goes. If we have a bunch of time when we feel done with White Knuckle, we're going to be doing Quarantine Zone. If we only have a bit of time, My Voice Zoo. As for right now, let's gather you up and prepare you for a raid. I'm going to catapult you, no, trebuchet you, you deserve the fanciness, off into a different thing. Let's see here. Well, you know what? We just spoke to someone who is, yep. We just spoke to someone who is doing a very similar thing. Let's get you off to Sumire Violets. Yep, she originally spoke to us just a little while ago. So let's go ahead. So yeah, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Depending on your country's daylight savings time status, we could be GMT -5 or -6. I don't know. But you can expect to find me on East Coast time, US. I appreciate you coming by. You've been absolutely lovely. Here's the links. That's me on Blue Sky. That's me on YouTube if you're not already there. And then there's finally my Discord link if you'd like to participate in the community. If you would want to assist me in any capacity, there's one thing that you can do that is extremely helpful, and that is simply share my links with someone you think might like me. That's it, y'all. Thank you so much for coming by. I will see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Hope you have a fantastic day and a wonderful night. Stay warm, stay safe, stay cozy, and most of all, stay sexy. Adios.
I very much would love to.
Check everything off your thrill list with FanDuel Casino's Rewards Club.